Hey guys, and welcome back to A Twin Show. My name is ChadChad. Not really. And I am a psychologist. You are a psychologist. Everybody is a psychologist. At least we would be on TikTok, where putting text on the screen means whatever it says is automatically and undeniably true. Like this one, for example. Psychology fact. If you aren't subscribed to ChadChad, your head will fall off and you'll never find true love. Don't believe it? Just look at this guy. They call him headless for more than one reason. He gets no bitches. Psychology in real life is, by definition, the mental or behavioral characteristics of an individual or group. But on TikTok, its definition is, why won't he text me back? Why doesn't she want to kiss me and smooch me on my face and my body and my butt? How do I force someone to love me genuinely and authentically using science? Tell me! And so a lot of TikTok psychology is focused more on love or how to handle social settings, which is less psychology and more just advice. Psychologists make studying human behavior their life's work. I don't know if they'd want to weigh in on whether your crush likes you back or not. That's kind of like hiring an architect to install your IKEA shelves. A little lower. A little lower. Just a little bit lower. I helped design the Empire State Building. I can't get any lower than this.
If someone looks at you while they are laughing, they are attracted to you.
If someone laughs at your joke, they totally want you. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, it's going down. And then she said, no, that's a barracuda. Ew, dude. I'm sorry. Don't look at me when you do that. It was a funny joke. I couldn't help it. We're cousins. Oh my God, you're right. I feel sick. Are we going to jail? I'm gonna throw up.
Psychology facts. Your school years are either the best or worst years of your life.
This is really good because I was just wondering, are my school years gonna be the best years of my life or the worst years of my life? And then I read this and it didn't answer either of those questions. Whoever wrote this fact is the last person you want in charge of a weather report. Over here, we have a 50-50% chance of rain, which means it either will rain or it won't. We also have a 50-50 chance of a level 5 hurricane, which either means you and your family should take cover or go sit under some really, really tall trees.
When someone starts thinking about you sexually, you may feel their presence even if you are miles away.
So you become like a horny telepath. Yeah, I've basically got like a built-in cerebro, but instead of detecting mutants, it detects big old boners. They call me Cyclops because of all the one-eyed monsters I find. There's a lot of comments agreeing with this and saying that they've also experienced it. I have felt this many times about the same person. Truth, and my ears are constantly ringing. I think you guys might have a medical condition. You don't have a psychic link, you have tinnitus. Man, Casey sure does have a fat ass. That is one massive dump. She's got a colossal wagon, a tumultuous fart bucket. That's a prodigious derriere right there.
Psychology facts you don't know. The first to apologize is always the bravest. The first to forgive is the strongest. The first to forget is the happiest.
I didn't know those metal signs from Hobby Lobby were 100% psychology facts. Psychology fact. Always be yourself. Unless you can be a dinosaur, then always be a dinosaur. Psychology fact. Farmhouse. Psychology fact. Gather, trust, drink, not. Sometimes you get people talking about dark psychology, which is code for, I'm gonna show you how to manipulate some people now by talking about things that I am in no way qualified to talk about.
Here's a dark psychology trick to make anybody fall in love with you. This is 100% manipulation. I do not recommend doing this to anybody because it is super toxic, and I'm only making a video on it so you can at least be aware if it's happening to you. It's just a 3-step hot and cold technique.
This is how to make anyone fall in love with you. Literally anyone, okay? Pedro Pascal, anyone you want. It doesn't matter. But don't do it though. Seriously, it is super messed up if you guys do this. So don't even think about it, okay? So step 1.
Emotionally and physically, you have to pull away from them because this is going to make them feel insecure, like shit, and most importantly, the need to chase and get that validation back from you that they just got addicted to. And then you just have to turn that on button back on again and start validating them. This is going to make them fall in love with you, but in a very unhealthy attachment style.
It's kind of messed up to use second person pronouns after that disclaimer at the beginning.
I do not recommend doing this to anybody.
The way this is phrased is literally like a step-by-step. And it even says good luck at the end.
Luck?
Why why do we need luck if we aren't supposed to do this? Okay, so here's how to restock the warehouse. Okay, but this is a bad way. This is a bad way. Don't do it this way. Got it. Okay. Take all the inventory, put it on the shelves.
On the shelf.
Take it back down.
Take back down.
Piss on it.
Piss on it.
Throw it all away.
Got it. And then what's the correct way?
What's the correct way? Wait, where are you going? Good luck. No, wait.
Psychology hack to make her like you instantly. When you're interacting with a female, you have to use sarcasm. This shows that you're playful and it displays intelligence and humor, a trait that females love. It's also an effective way of making her laugh and experience positive emotions with you.
I've never heard someone scientifically break down how to have a sense of humor. If you wish to enjoy the company of an attractive female, you must partake in the jovial exchange of wit. This will lead to an emission of tittering or even guffaws such as this. Ha, ha, ha. Ha. I don't like the way he says interacting with a female. Dude, you're describing a date, not an enclosure at the zoo.
Hey Tom, you want to grab a beer?
Yeah, hang on. Let me finish interacting with these females. Eat up, sluts.
If she says to you, I bet you talk to a lot of girls, you would reply with, I've never talked to a girl in my life. I'm just trying to get my first kiss.
Tell the female you have never spoken to one of them before. It will not believe you because of your obvious charisma and charm. I've never talked to a girl before in my life sounds more like a cry for help. I don't know if it counts as sarcasm. I mean, he claims it'll make her like you instantly, and it's in text, so it must be true. I bet you talk to a lot of girls. Women don't talk to me. Oh, not even my own mother. I'm so sorry. She hated me. She wouldn't speak to me. That's awful. Except to say, I hate you. I hate you. You ruined my life. You're just like your father. I am so turned on right now.
Psychology hack to get inside a girl's mind. Guys, please be careful when you're using this because this is dark psychology and this is going to make her think about you non-stop. So when you're talking or texting a girl in a casual manner, I want you to wait for a break in the conversation and then say, hey, there's something I want to tell you. And then right after that, just say, oh no, never mind, it's not worth it.
What if you got in her head by being an enjoyable person? What if you fucked around and formed a meaningful connection with someone? As a joke. Videos like this just seem like a confession to me. It's like a self-report. You're basically admitting that you can't get people to go out with you without studying dark psychology hacks on TikTok. That seems like something you would maybe want to keep a secret. Yeah, females love me. As long as I make them question their sanity and play weird mental games that make me feel like I'm in control of all of our interactions. I think what they love most about me is probably how normal and chill and normal I am. And normal.
This will make her go crazy and she's instantly going to be saying to you, what is it? Like, please tell me. And she's going to be going through so many scenarios in her head of what she thought you were going to say, and it's going to be stuck in her head for literally hours to days after you said it. And when you do end up telling her what was on your mind, you can just say something stupid and funny like, hey, I just wanted to tell you that I like food.
Say something funny. Like, I love food. I love food, guys. I really, really love food. They say you are what you eat. And that must make me food, because I eat food and I like it. What's the deal with airplane food? Because I love it. It's my favorite. I like it a lot. Ha, 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 ha. Some of these have this weird thing where they're basically dramatizing mental disorders in a cartoonish villain Shane Dawson documentary kind of way.
Psychology trick to test if someone is a narcissist. If you suspect someone is a narcissist, tell them something that would make them look better by being your friend. For example, that your father actually owns a private jet that you use to travel around the world with. Now look them straight in the eye. They'll either show a hopeful smile because they found their new victim to draw resources from, or you'll see a jealous, hateful look.
And if they say something like this,
Aha! Now I've got you, my pretty!
do not let them on your private jet. They may have bad intentions.
Give me your shoes, bitch!
She makes it sound like there are only two potential responses after telling your friends this. They'll either smile, which is bad, or they'll look jealous, which is also bad. Which one are we trying to avoid? Because both of these sound like terrible friends. It's also kind of hypocritical to do this in order to test someone else's psychological state, because you are literally lying to your friends in order to manipulate them and do some kind of DIY psychology test. You are also a terrible friend. What's that Bible verse about telling your friend they've got dirt in their eye? Hey, you should really get that dirt in your eye checked out. What do you mean? Who are you talking to? Sorry, I can't see with these really tall trees in my eyes. She wraps this up by saying that you should eventually reveal you were lying.
Then you say, just kidding, my father can't even afford a private jet in his dreams. Their next facial expression will tell you everything.
And then she doesn't tell us what facial expression will tell us everything, or what it will tell us, or what we're looking for. Sometimes it's like they aren't even trying to make it seem like they know what they're talking about. The most important part of roofing is, and I can't stress this enough, the most important part, and no one can argue this, absolutely no one. Someone could literally die if you don't do this part that I'm about to tell you. Hey, you can't be up here. Put that down. Are you stupid? No, I'm licensed. Yeah, right. Are you calling me a liar? Well, I ain't calling you a roofer. She also has another hack to tell us if our friends have bad intentions.
Share a fake problem with them. For example, that you're about to invest $1,000 into something. Say that you don't have a lot of money, but you really believe in this investment. Now pay close attention to what advice they give you. They give you an advice where they end up getting a cut of the money. That's a huge red flag.
She even tells us to pay close attention.
Now pay close attention.
Which is my favorite part because it implies that if we aren't focusing really hard, we'll miss that someone is trying to steal from us, which is ridiculous, okay? I would know if someone was trying to steal from me. Easy, I'll show you. Protecting your home against theft is very simple. There are a few precautions you can take. Today, me and my friend will be demonstrating how to make your home thief-proof. So first, you're gonna wanna-
I'll be right back.
Okay. First, you're gonna make sure all your doors are locked at all times. Windows also need to be locked. Keep everything locked. Number 5, get a good safe. Safes are great for your most valuable items. For example, watches, jewelry, your laptop. Sometimes it's a good idea to get up close and personal with your home to make sure there are no weak spots that could become entry points. Number 35, keep up with your things. If you can't see it, you can't protect it. Never let important things out of your sight.
Hey, Chad, can I borrow your keys?
Oh yeah, sure. I like to do routine perimeter checks just to make sure that no one is getting to my treasured possessions. Is that my jet? That is such a red flag. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. Last week we took a break, kind of a break, but not really, and now we're back to watching TikToks. Yay! Story times have been an internet genre for a while now. I want to say they were popularized in like the mid 2010s, like 2014 to 2015, and they weren't great back then either. So I figured, why don't we check up on the storytellers, except on TikTok and in the year of our Lord 2021, and just see how things are going for them. Are they still dramatizing every life event for internet clout? Are they still having intercourse with toothbrushes? There's only one way to find out. And unfortunately, it's by watching more stinky TikToks. And they are stinky, very stinky.
November last year, I gave birth to our first baby. It's the first in my family and the sixth in my husband's family.
Firstly, if you're not aware, a lot of TikTok story times are basically just substitutes for music or voiceovers now. I'm not sure what visual I want while you're telling me a story about how your boyfriend's mother's grandfather's sister's ex-boyfriend's son cheated on you, but I don't think watching slime makers have a very poor grasp on color theory is one of them.
We told my mother-in-law we were having a boy, but she was still convinced it was a girl. She told the whole side of the family that it was a girl. I wanted a healthy baby. I didn't give a damn about the sex.
What was that noise? It sounded like somebody getting jabbed in the stomach, or like that blowfish video.
I didn't give a damn about the sex. She told them that we are naming the girl after her mom, which we will never do because my hubby hates his grandma.
Can we get a story time on that? How did he develop a hate for his grandma? Did she get you the root beer candies instead of the Werther's? The story's told by the grandma, and she's just making slime with denture glue and mashing Werther's candies into it.
The problem, for them at least, is that now the baby has plenty of girl clothes that we plan on putting on our son. Specifically for his family video calls and for pictures with them. She said we have to stop being childish. She just thought my belly shape was more like a girl than for a boy.
How can you tell that from the outside of a pregnant belly? Actually, you know what? I would prefer if it was that way, because then we could do away with wildfires. I mean, gender reveal parties. All right, everyone ready? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! It's Smokey the Bear! Oh, congratulations!
I knew it was gonna be a Smokey Bear. Oh.
Story time on how my mom tried to convince me to have a threesome with her.
Story time on how my mom should be in prison.
So after I got out of work, I met my mom and we went lingerie shopping. That's what she specifically wanted to get. So we were at the store and the first thing she said was, let's get matching sets, which was weird coming from my mom.
Yeah. Yes, it was weird. I'm glad we can agree on that.
But I said, fine, come back for part 2.
I'm not sure what's worse, the fact that you agreed to get matching sets of lingerie with your mom, or that you didn't use the 3-minute option. If you drag something out into 3, 4, 51 parts, I won't watch it, okay? You don't deserve my eyes. Except for now, because I am gonna have to watch this for content, but still, fuck you. So I had to find another slime channel because I was scrolling for years on the other one and couldn't find the second part. I just wanna take back anything negative I might have said about the last person slime, because this is... What is this?
Like I said, it was really awkward coming from my mom because I've always been close with my mom, but never that close.
I like how they're trying to explain that this was weird because they weren't that close with their mom and not because it was, you know, their f***ing mom.
My mom called me downstairs 10 minutes after. She said, so you know there was a reason why I wanted to buy matching sets with you. And let's call her boyfriend Brian. She said, well, Brian gave me a really good idea. And then she said these words. Let's have a threesome.
Okay guys, I feel like I should repeat what's probably in the title of this video somehow. People make these up for clout, so the chances of this being something that actually happened are at like 2.5% if we're being generous. I just don't want some people in the comments to try and explain to me that these aren't real. I know I just have a stupid, poopy woman brain, but I do know when I sit here and poke holes in the plot lines of these, it's not because I think they're real. It's because if I sat here and just told you that these aren't real over and over again, I don't think it would be that interesting of a video.
My mom tried to convince me.
That's not real.
And we went lingerie shopping.
This is a fake story.
Let's have a threesome.
This never happened.
I was speechless. And she said, I know it sounds crazy now.
Stop adding things to the slime. It is unusable at this point. This slime single-handedly caused global warming. They don't use acid anymore. They just fill a vat with this stuff and it gives people superpowers. It made the Teenage Mutant Slimy Turtles slimy man.
And then Brian jumped in and said, it's not an actual threesome. What we really want is for you to watch us, but we want you to wear your mom's same lingerie.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was gonna be something creepy. They tell their mom no and that it's weird, and the mom goes, you know what? Now that you said something, this is really weird. And then they break up with Brian. Thank God, because he seemed to be a pretty bad influence. Okay, on to the next one.
Lucifer was a baby born in 2020 and most of his life seemed normal, except one thing which was unexplainable. Every time Lucifer's dad came near him, he would immediately start crying.
It might be because you named him Lucifer, like the synonym for Satan. I like how a lot of these TikToks have to have something flashing on the screen or in the caption, like 100% real, true story, this actually happened. Like, okay, I maybe would have believed you, but now it just feels like you're a salesman trying to sell me a car that used to be owned by a 17-year-old boy. Never been in a single accident. One accident minus one is how many accidents this one has had. That dent is from cleaning the car too hard, if you can believe it. Did I mention it's never been in any accidents?
At first, no one thought much of it until it continued every single day. And the craziest part is that Lucifer loved being around his mom. The doctors ran multiple tests on Lucifer but couldn't quite find the problem until this particular doctor stepped up and decided to run tests on Lucifer's dad instead. And it's what he found next that will leave you speechless. Hit the plus for part 2.
Oh my God, that's so weird. Better watch part 2 to figure out what happened. Oh wait, there is no part 2. It doesn't exist. I didn't think it was possible for me to be more disappointed, but here we are. Based on the way a lot of these videos go, I'm going to assume that the dad wasn't actually his dad and was really a serial killer who used the face machine from Mission Impossible to steal his identity, okay? And then when they went to the doctor and ran blood tests, they realized that it wasn't actually the baby's father. And then Tom Cruise emerges from the skin suit and turns into a mummy, starts a war of worlds on top of a gun. I don't know, I didn't see any of the movies.
This is why you should always keep your phone charged. A girl named Marissa came home from school at around 3 p.m. She walked in the door and told her mom that some random number kept calling her all day. Her mom told her the person may have the wrong number and just to ignore it. Marissa said okay and begins to do her homework. A couple hours later, she receives a phone call from the same number. Marissa answers it this time and says, hello? The man then says, we finally found you. Don't worry, bunny.
Bunny? It's Candace Stone. Speaking of that show, I think season 3 comes out October 15th. So just don't be surprised if I don't upload or interact with social media during that week. I'm just kidding. It's not gonna take me a week to watch that.
Marissa begins to panic and tells her mom what just happened. Her mom yells and says, "Grab your stuff, we need to leave." Marissa, confused, packs her things and gets into the red car. Her mom begins driving fast and turns on the radio. The radio says, "The baby named Marissa who was kidnapped in the hospital 10 years ago has been found and police are searching for a red car." Marissa looks at the woman and says, "Who are you?" The woman looks back and says, "You can call me mommy."
But the baby was named Marissa, and so she was still going by Marissa? The woman who kidnapped the baby didn't think to change the name of the child she stole? Why did it take them so long to find her if she was still under the same name and attending school with the same name? What I'm getting from this is that her birth family hired the worst detective alive. Can we circle back to the intro of this video? What does this have to do with keeping our phones charged?
This is why you should always keep your phone charged.
So that we don't get kidnapped as a newborn babe? I feel like there's not much we can do about it at that point.
Someone stole our baby.
What? But she's only a day old. Wait, hold on. Hello?
Goo goo gaga, goo goo ga.
Oh,
Goo
thank
goo
God.
goo. Gaga, goo 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 gaga.
Okay, she said they were in a red car heading eastbound on 23rd Street.
Oh my God.
Gaga. Gaga goo.
Of course.
What did she say?
She also says BYOB.
Huh?
Bring your own boob. She's starving.
I think that's gonna do it for today, guys. Not because I'm out of TikTok story times, because they never end, but because it is 4 a.m. I've heard sleep is good for you, so I think I'm gonna try that out. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video.
Chad, wasn't they being the funniest, most original person on the
Stop, I'm
planet?
embarrassed, stop. A twinge of cringe. Over the last 6 months, yes, it's only been 6 months, the internet has become more and more acquainted with the overnight sensation Haley Welch, aka the Haktua girl, lady. Madam. Haley's quick rise to fame was thanks to my favorite genre of street interviews where guys ask usually not sober women suggestive questions and then act shocked when they get suggestive answers.
What's one move in the bedroom that makes a man go crazy?
But thanks to that interview, Haley has been able to find many ways of turning her fame into profit. According to this Rolling Stone article, Haley's first merch drop made over $65,000. I don't know what the rest of the article says because they want my email address and I'm not gonna do that. Also, I can't read. And that amount of sales makes complete sense when you see the variety of merch they have to offer, like this crew neck that says Haktua, or this hat that says Haktua, or this shirt that says Haktua, or this shirt that says Haktua. Since then, Haley's also started a podcast, made a fanfics account, and launched a jewelry collection with the slogan, "Who says fashion has to be boring?" Which doesn't quite make sense to me because I don't think anyone has ever said that. Fashion doesn't have to be boring. You don't have to put the same 2 words on every item of clothing, and I can't really fault Haley for any of this stuff. You can't blame her for taking advantage of a viral moment and making as much money as possible. Is what I would say if it was opposite day. Ah, the sky is down. To a hawk. Unfortunately, over the last few weeks, the only spitting Miss Welch has done has been directly into the faces of her followers. Between a meme coin launch with alleged insider trading, I mean, just look at this. Do you have any idea what this means? Do you know what this means? I don't know what it means. To her questionable response to alleged insider trading.
Actual, like,
hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick, but hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Haley, no! You can't leave the conversation when the conversation is about how you just scammed people. You have to stay and listen. You're named after a grape juice, so just concentrate. But we're not even here to talk about that. None of these things are what I'm annoyed about right now. Today, I want to explore yet another Haktua scheme known as the Pookie app. Today we're going to be leveling up our dating game with Pookie, made by Haley Welch, the Haktua lady. Are you comfy? The official app of Haley Welch. Find your match, tools to attract and connect with the one you want. Level up your game, learn how to talk, flirt, and win like a pro. Excuse me. Plan legendary dates, perfect ideas and outfits tailored to impress. Zodiac compatibility. Uncover your cosmic connection instantly. What? The app's description says, Gen Z's relationship guru Haley Welch
launches Pookie Tools, all her newest cheat codes for a smarter, more enjoyable dating experience. I tried to find out what qualifies Haley to be a relationship guru and found out that the app name is in reference to her boyfriend, Pookie, who she's talked about since the beginning.
Leave a message to your last body.
I love you, Pookie, forever! But they seem to be in a kind of situationship thing. That is until about 10 weeks ago when Haley and Pookie finally made things official.
Pookie's your man? Pookie's officially my man, first off.
And if there's one thing she's learned in those 10 weeks of dating, it's everything there is to know about dating ever. Even though Haley claimed this app was the easiest way for us to find our forever Pookie, it isn't a dating app or anything that helps you directly connect with people. You have to already be using dating apps and chatting with people because a lot of the features rely on that. So you have to already be doing all of the things that this app is supposed to help you do. It's kind of like downloading an app that gives you advice on how to download an app. Pookie Tools is designed to help at every step of your relationship. Pookie's AI tools assist you in making connections, enhancing profiles, and planning dates confidently. I like that the description claims that these are Haley's cheat codes for dating, then in the next sentence reveals that all the tools are AI. She's not doing anything. She can't take credit for AI generated responses. She's not the one giving the cheat codes. Hey kid, you want some advice? Sure, yeah. Well, fucking go ask that guy over there then. The app was free to download, but now that I'm actually here, we can either subscribe weekly for $4.99 or we can get the annual subscription, which is only $40 a year, and it's 85% off. I got the weekly subscription, so I'm paying about $20 a month to use this app. But you know what? That's a small price to pay for information I could already get online for free. Zodiac compatibility, you put in your birthday and their birthday, which is something that you can do on Google. Thank you to Trainwell for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. After browsing the features, it became very clear that the Pookie app aims to create long-lasting relationships based on genuine connection and non-superficial factors, like there's a height detector and bald predictor. What is this? And also this one called Wealth Detective that helps you find out if your date is rich by asking hard-hitting questions like, well, does it seem like they are? Do they have any particular interests or collections that might indicate a level of affluence? You mean, do they do things that rich people do? Not necessarily. I'm asking if they have any specific interests or collections such as art, antiques, or rare items that might suggest they have the means to acquire such things. So like, if they have a bunch of expensive cars. Yes, exactly. Collections of expensive or rare items can sometimes indicate wealth. Oh, I get it. So if they have expensive things, that means they must have had the money to buy those expensive things. Precisely. Collections or interests in expensive or rare items can be a subtle indicator of wealth. Thank you, detective. You're welcome. Case closed. A lot of the tools have to do with texting or messaging on dating apps, like the dating app opener, which gives you clever lines based on someone's profile. Looks like you're a master in the kitchen and the galaxy. What's your secret recipe for the perfect date? Basically, every tool is information that can be found somewhere else, like IRL pickup lines, find my love language, how to talk to girls. The only way this app is somewhat relevant to Haley is thanks to them having Hawktua themed versions of the same tools they already have in the app. For example, there's a tool called Text Responder that'll help you draft text to your potential date, and there's a tool called Textua, which does the exact same thing, but Haley's picture is on that one. There's this one called First-Tua. Come on, guys, what does that even mean? Did you guys give up on trying to make these names make sense? You can't just add Tua everything. There's a dating coach tool that introduced itself to me as the world's best dating coach. 24/7 dating advice dating coach. Ask me anything. Oh, it's 24/7 cause it's AI. And that also has a Haley version called Dating Advice. Literally the only difference between those tools and the Haley ones are that her versions will start each message with, well, hot dang, sugar, and ends talking about grits or something. Well, howdy there, sugar. What's shaking in your neck of the woods? My hands. I'm so nervous. Aw, darling, don't you worry none. Just take a deep breath like you're about to dive into a big old plate of biscuits and gravy. What's got y'all jittery? Hawk to you talk to much. It's really frustrating to try and explain the features of each tool because it's basically pointless to do that. There isn't a lot of variety when it comes to the function of each one. If I ask what I should wear on my first date in this tool and then I ask the same question in this one, it's going to generate the same kind of answer because this is all the same AI. There's no point in leaving one tool and going to a different one. Did you hear that?
ladies. It's kind of like that picture of that trash can that says trash on one side and recycling on the other, but there's no divider in between and everything is just mixed together. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's this illusion of multiple features on the Pookie app, but really it's all just the same big pile of garbage. Hey, that was a trash metaphor. It was a metaphor about trash. A few days after I explored the app for the first time, I reopened it and realized there had been an update, and now there were even more Pookie tools. There was now an apology writer, a roast me tool, and a soccer skills tool. Something's not right. This is more mixed up than grits in a blender. Even though learning how to play with balls might be helpful in the dating scene, I was a little confused on why this was here. So I asked how it's supposed to help, and it actually let me know I'm not allowed to ask it any questions outside of soccer coaching. But I don't need soccer coaching. Haley already told us how to dribble the balls. I tried contacting support to see what was going on with this update, and it ended up just being some guy's phone number. The Pookie app has a soccer skills option, and I'm wondering when that update was added. The team is always beta testing new features. Haley plays soccer.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, but I just provide technical support. Do you have feedback? I still couldn't let go of the fact that this random tool was on here, so I did a little digging and found out that the developer of the Pookie app also developed this app called Ultimate AI. Maybe this app had a soccer skills tool and it somehow accidentally ended up on the Pookie app. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for why my Pookie app made by the Haktua girl is not giving me enough Skibbity Sigma rings. So I downloaded and paid for the Ultimate AI app, and it did have the soccer skills tool, as well as literally every tool from the Pookie app. This app is literally that app, but for less money and with less Haley. So I guess when they said that these were Haley's cheat codes, what they meant was they just cheated the code from somewhere else. I just wanted to explain this because I feel like I didn't do it enough, but they didn't steal the app. They're not stealing anything from someone else. It's the same developer. So basically they just took an app and tools that already existed and put Haley's branding on top of it. So it just means that no effort went into it and it was already something that existed. They just repackaged it. It's basically drop shipping just with apps. Anyway, I need to go back to the Pookie app. I need to talk about that some more because I let it plan a whole date night for me, and I'm going to show that to you. So this is a segue now. For the date night activity, Pookie decided I'd be going to an escape room, which I had never done before, so I was excited. Sorry, I was more excited than a tick on a Great Dane. So first off, I needed help choosing how to do my makeup, so I decided to consult the expert, and I used the Haley's dating advice tool, and this is what she had to say about it. Well, sugar, you want to paint that face up like a masterpiece, huh? If it's the latter, slap on some bold lipstick, make them eyes pop like fireworks on the 4th of July, and don't be shy with the mascara. Make them lashes longer than a Sunday sermon. You'll be looking so good, your date will be picking their jaw up from the floor. Okay, so for the makeup look, we have to do a bold lipstick, and it says to make our eyes pop like fireworks on the 4th of July. I don't really know what that means, to make your eyes pop like a firework. Seems like something you would want to avoid. What do we got? I decided to interpret the firework description to just mean colorful and very sparkly or glittery, so I ended up grabbing these sticker things that I usually use on my nails and just started putting those all over my eyelids because they have blue and pink and they're very sparkly and they kind of look like a firework if you close your eyes and you don't look at it. She didn't specify what color lipstick, so I went ahead and asked her, and she let me know to wear a red lipstick because then it's bolder than a bull in a china shop. If I hear one more analogy, I am gonna jump off. Red lipstick is definitely not in my comfort zone as far as makeup goes, but if it's gonna help me find my Pookie, I'll do whatever it takes, baby. Next up was my hair, and since she did such a great job the first time, I decided to consult Haley's tool for that as well. Well, bless your heart, darling. You want to look finer than a frog hair split 4 ways, huh? You going for that I just rolled out of bed but still look hotter than a jalapeno look, or you want to be slicker than a grease pig at a county fair? The pig one. Well, yeehaw! Grab yourself some of that fancy hair gel or pomade and slap it on like you're butter in a biscuit. Comb it back nice and smooth, so shiny you can see your reflection in it. I didn't finish reading it. Go back. Oh my god. For the hair, Haley told us to grab some hair gel or pomade and slap it on like you're butter in a biscuit. So I put on all of those things, and then I put on more layers of all of those things, and then I sprayed everything down with some Got to Be hairspray, and voila, my hair was date ready. Date outfit suggestion. Let's see what we got. A vintage trench coat or cape for a dramatic flair, lace gloves and vintage brooch or earrings, a mini backpack or a belt bag for a trendy touch, a fringed shawl or a kimono style jacket, suede ankle boots, no. But whatever the Pookie app says goes, so I ended up wearing the suede ankle boots, even though it made me sadder than a take on a chihuahua. The Pookie app had already picked out all of my accessories, so now I just needed to figure out what I was actually going to be wearing underneath all of those things.
The glitter I put on my eyes to make my eyes explode like a firework burns similarly to how my eyes would burn if a firework did blow up in my eye, so maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's good, actually. Here are our options. A long-sleeved mid-length dress in a dark floral or velvet fabric. This is a dark floral, a flowy blouse with lace or crochet details. That's flowy and lacy. This is the only thing close to suede ankle boots that I have. Does this work? I'm just gonna start throwing things on. Give me a second. Give me 10.
Now all that was left to do was reveal my outfit to my date.
I think the shoes tie it together. Yeah.
These are my suede ankle boots.
Wait, what's the pouch on the waist?
It said to put on a belt bag, and I don't know what that is, so I did this. It also said to wear a cloak.
Wait, is that your Markiplier cloak?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, Cloak, for sending me this cloak.
Wait, the hair.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say the fit was a complete success. I did end up realizing that belt bag probably meant a fanny pack, so I ended up changing into this. I also forgot to put on my vintage brooch, so I had to quickly fix that really quickly because we were running late. We need to go. We still ended up being fashionably late, but at least I looked good. Right, guys? At least I looked good, guys. But I didn't have time to think about how I looked. We needed to escape this room, and we needed to escape it fast. It wasn't gonna be easy. It was gonna be a test of wits and skill. It was gonna be hard. It was gonna be harder than a take on Viagra. No, seriously, it was gonna be tough. This one was an 8 out of 10 difficulty, and no one had— Actually, that was it. We escaped. Actually, that was all, and we escaped it, and it's done now. Yay! I didn't have many expectations for the Pookie app, but I did have like a couple. I was hoping that it was maybe something more than 2 minutes of thought went into, or that they care enough about it to notice that a soccer skills chatbot has been on their dating app for 3 days and counting. It's still there, they haven't fixed it. But I guess I was asking for too much. Anyway, the app is shit. Pookie app? More like Dookie app. That's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here. Don't forget to click the link in the description to take the quiz and find your perfect trainer and get 14 days of free training. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, have you ever wondered what Love Island would be like if instead of an island, it was on a farm, and instead of doing nothing all day, they were picking up cow poop with their bare hands? Well, someone did, because this show exists. I've been watching a lot of reality TV lately because my body is like a Nature Valley bar in the bottom of your purse, falling apart and inedible. Unless you're like really brave. I watched the last season of Love Island. I watched Temptation Island. It's always on an island. I don't know why it can't be anywhere else, like a lagoon, since they're always lagooning. But the one I want to talk to y'all about is Farmer Wants a Wife. Farmer Wants a Wife is a reality TV show about astronauts who want a divorce. Just kidding, you know what it's about. It's literally in the title. It literally explains it. The show technically has been around since 2007, since it has a lot of variations in other countries, like Australia. That's a country, for example. But the US version actually just started in 2023, and just like everything else in this country, it's a fucking disaster. The problem that this show seeks to solve is how difficult it is for farmers to find someone to date.
Is my life.
They highlight how remote these farmers are and how much that limits their options, because it's not like they can date the pigs. Trust me, I've tried. This is one of the first pictures that pops up when you Google the show, by the way. You know, just a normal farming stance that you do on the farm. Me, when I have farm at 6 o'clock, and with great power comes great responsibility at 6:30. In episode 1, we meet the 4 farmers, and as they introduce themselves, every single one of them mentions that they're not the romantic type.
I'm not your
normal romantic.
I would not consider myself a romantic.
I'm usually pretty tight-lipped on things like feelings and emotions.
And as we get to know them a little more, we realize that this was basically just their way of soft launching their avoidant attachment styles.
I didn't like that.
To me, love is more of a feeling as opposed to others who consider it not a feeling. They say stuff like this so frequently that it kind of makes me wonder if anyone let them know they were going on a dating show. You know, a show where you're inevitably gonna need to be romantic and talk about feelings, maybe, probably. This is like going on Jeopardy and being like, yeah, I'm not the best at being asked questions. It's honestly pretty scary for me. Then why did you come here? Oh my God. Phew. You scared me. What's wrong with you? Stop! During one of his first dates, Farmer Allen reveals that he just got out of a relationship 6 months ago, and that the relationship he just got out of was a marriage.
Didn't I tell you I was married?
You were married?
Yeah, I was married to that woman.
And his date, Cassidy Joe, has a very interesting response to this.
You're divorced.
Yes.
I don't really believe in divorce.
You don't believe in it? Like you just don't believe it exists? Like Santa Claus?
Did you try? Like,
absolutely. I tried.
Did you try is such a funny thing to say in response to someone doing something unsuccessfully. Hey, instead of getting a divorce, did you like try having a happy marriage? Did you try that? Did you try having a wife that loved you and didn't fucking hate you? Did you try that? Did you think of that? Each of the farmers have to choose 5 women to come stay on their farms after a round of rapid fire dates with everyone, which are full of the guys reiterating that they are not romantic at all, and while looking like they would literally rather be anywhere else. Farmer Ryan, this guy, compliments one of the women by saying this.
You have brown eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
And was this a compliment even? This was more of an observation. He just observed something about her. You are wearing a dress. Thank you. That's fire. Thank you. You're on fire. Thank you. Your dress is on fire. Thank you. At the end of their quick dates, the producers will ask the guys their thoughts about each one, and they really don't like that. But I won't. After the contestants are chosen, they make their way to the farms they'll be living on for the next 6 weeks. One of the farmers, Landon, has a decaying buck skull on his front porch because nothing says welcome like a visual reminder of your ability to kill. And the women on his farm walk in to realize that they'll be sleeping on bunk beds in his living room.
Oh my gosh, the bunk beds!
I think this is pretty funny because if you remove the novelty of farms from this situation, this is just where some guys live. Like imagine sending 5 women to a guy's 450 square foot apartment where the only furniture is a bench press. The only food is protein powder. His mattress is on the floor. And the show is called Guy Wants a Girlfriend. Maybe, not really. He doesn't believe in labels. He just wants to see how things go, okay? Why are you rushing him? God, he's only 43. After the women arrive to their respective farms, they are immediately put to work.
We're just gonna push those cows down into the pasture.
It's important for me to see how the girls work in this environment.
The main factor in their wife search for all these farmers seems to be how much farm work their potential wife will be able to do.
I'm assuming you already like gathered eggs and had breakfast ready?
I don't need a ranch hand. I need someone who's willing to help me on the ranch.
Every farmer consistently talks about needing to know which woman would fit his lifestyle best. And then the lifestyle they want them to fit into is being an unpaid ranch hand.
An extra set of hands just make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, I'm sure a free set of hands makes a lot of difference. It's basically like love and romance on this dating show are second-hand priorities, and the first-hand priority is finding second hands. A second pair of hands. To do farm work for free. And as if that wasn't enough, the farmers also make comments about expecting help with the domestic side of farm life. They'll repeatedly mention how the farmers' homes need a woman's touch.
This is me. It needs a woman's touch a little bit.
We're living in a barn.
Which just adds to the overall vibe of the show that the women are here to work. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought you were a guest here? There's homes that need touching. Bless this house? No. Caress this house. The very first day the women get to Alan's farm, this guy, he has them doing this. It's almost like he was waiting for them to get there before he started this project. He doesn't actually want to date anyone. He just needed this tree cleared. He's probably still married. He has to be. Divorce isn't real. The women continue to do chores throughout the show, even if the farmers aren't around.
Lift with your legs, ladies.
In one episode, they even go as far as packing them all up and taking them to work on a friend's farm.
Guys, this is a longtime friend of mine, Jordan. He's got
some calves here. We got to do some vaccinations, little worming, that kind of stuff. Free help, free help.
Free help, that's right.
So they're straight up being treated like ranch hands, except worse because they're not getting paid and they have to wake up and do glam makeup and hair every single day. By the way, if the women aren't overjoyed at the opportunity to provide free labor, that literally impacts their likeliness of moving forward in the show.
Sloan seems like a very nice girl,
Well, I'm glad my pants are already ripped.
but she really didn't necessarily jump in there head first.
Yeah, so Sloan actually didn't jump headfirst into a task she's unfamiliar with. She actually didn't smile enough while working for me for free. Something must be wrong with her. It seems less like Alan was expecting 5 women looking for love on his farm and more like he was expecting 5 Paul Bunyans. It just doesn't make sense because the entire entertaining appeal of this show is that it's a bunch of city girls trying out life on the farm. But then the farmers are upset when they don't immediately know how to farm? Huh? Me when I take a fish out of water and then ask it to chop down a tree? Farmer Alan saying this about Sloan is especially unfair considering how willing to help she actually was.
So fun.
But it's okay, don't worry, things ultimately work out because he kicks her off the farm.
I just don't feel that connection between us. I think it's time to send you home.
And that's actually for the best because she deserves better. The women on Ryan's farm, this guy, spend their first evening there cooking an entire meal for everyone.
I think I should slice up some grapes and pop them in here. Yeah, I think that'd be a nice touch.
You know, you may have to spend hours mending a broken fence on the farm, but at least at the end of the day, you still have to cook a meal for a man you don't know. Later on in the show, they actually prep food, arrange tables, and set out all the dishes so that Ryan's friends can come hang out while he does this. This has the same energy as those guys who find random tasks to do so they don't have to help their wife clean when they have people coming over. Babe, I would help you mop the floors, but I have to repave the cul-de-sac. You want me to help cook? Seriously? You're seriously asking me that right now when there are bike chains in the garage that need lubricating. Wow, you know what? You're a real bitch. Something else that really bothered me about this dating show was how little the producers actually planned dates. The show sets up one-on-one dates for each of the farmers once every 2 weeks, okay? The show is 6 weeks long, okay? There are 5 women on each farm, okay? 6 divided by 2 is 3, okay? And 3 does not equal 5. Okay? Which means there are not enough solo dates for each of the women to have one with the farmers. Which means some of these women will spend 6 weeks doing chores on the farm without ever actually dating the farmer. And every date that does happen will have hay. They'll be sitting around hay, they'll be sitting on top of hay, even if it doesn't make sense for hay to be there, it will be there, I guess, just to remind us that we're on a farm in case you forgot. The show will bring everyone together every 2 weeks as well for some kind of group activity, but those aren't dates and the farmers end up talking to each other instead of the women.
I ain't even kissed any of the girls. I ain't even got to that bridge yet.
As far as I can tell, the only other producer involvement is when they periodically will send letters to the farmers, letting them know they need to kick one woman off their farm. But the thing about those is the farmers don't actually have to kick anyone off.
You guys are okay with it? I'll just have all 5 of you stay.
I think every time a letter is sent out, at least one farmer just goes, no. I simply won't be doing that.
I think I need to take a little more time to get to know y'all.
Like, it makes sense the first time because the show sends them a letter after the first day, and that makes literally no sense because it's the first day the women have been there and the farmers haven't interacted with them at all, aside from saying, pick up that stick and put it over there, and your 10 minutes was 2 hours ago. Why are you on your phone? Obviously, Farmer Alan sends Sloan home because as someone who doesn't routinely chop down and clear fallen trees, she didn't know how to chop down and clear fallen trees. But the rest of the farmers don't send anyone home because they don't know these women at all yet.
I just don't think that I can comfortably make a decision tonight to send somebody home.
So honestly, props to them for calling that out and declining to do that.
What we'll do is we won't send anyone home.
Farmer Ryan also doesn't send anyone home, but it's only because he hasn't had a chance to make out with all of them yet. So I don't think he gets any props for that. Call him a mime because of how he doesn't have any props. However, throughout the rest of the show, they keep refusing to send anyone home.
I just can't send anybody home tonight.
I would like for you all to stay another week.
And while I do think that was a reasonable response the first time, it's also kind of crazy that they're allowed to do that. If you agree to go onto a TV show that has a format and established rules, that doesn't really feel like something you're allowed to opt out of. Like, what do you mean the participants of the show don't have to participate in the show? There's literally no stakes if they're allowed to just not do that. I mean, there's a lot of stakes. There's plenty of stakes. Like, there's stakes But there's no stakes. If you've seen other reality TV dating shows like Love Island, you might be thinking, well, it's probably fine that the show didn't plan a lot of dates because the participants are actively living together so they can just hang out and talk to each other in between planned activities. Except no. No, they apparently can't.
Our ladies have something else on their minds.
One-on-one time, one-on-one time, a one-on-one, alone time, one-on-one time.
One of the most recurrent complaints from the women on every farm by far is that the farmers are not talking to them.
What I'm hoping next is that I do get some one-on-one time. I'd really love to get a little bit more attention from him.
I really haven't got a chance to sit down and talk to him.
I need stuff to make me feel comfortable, and that is like being able to pull me one-on-one.
We have had absolutely no one-on-one time.
So I haven't had a lot of one-on-one time with Alan.
To the point that the host of the show literally has to intervene.
I have not gotten to speak to him at all.
The host finds out that Ashley, this woman, has not spoken to Farmer Hunter since their initial 3-minute speed date, and that was 3 weeks ago. The host immediately pulls the guys to the side to have a chat with them.
Hey, gentlemen, come over. Let's have a sidebar.
And basically has to be like, hey, you guys are gonna have to talk to the women on your farm. You can't marry them without talking to them first. That's a different dating show. You're in the wrong one for that. It feels like the show was assuming the farmers would take initiative and try to get to know the women, and the farmers assumed the show would make them get to know the women. So they were kind of just passing the buck around back and forth, the decomposing one. The more time the women are there, the more apparent it becomes that they're barely interacting with the farmers at all in between the planned dates. Aside from chores, don't worry, they're still doing unpaid labor. So many of them don't have any idea where they stand with the farmers, and it's probably because the show is happening at their place of work. Like if you ask 4 farmers who have admitted multiple times to being inexperienced with dating to choose between dating women or farm, they're going to choose farm. But we have to take it easy on these guys, okay? We can't just expect them to suddenly start dating everyone when they have very little dating experience. That's like asking someone who's never done farm work to do farm work. And if they're not immediately good at it, kicking them off the show. Like you would never do that. That's just unreasonable. The woman who doesn't believe in divorce, Cassidy Joe, this is her. Cassidy Joe starts complaining that she and Farmer Allen haven't kissed yet and that she needs that physical affection.
I guess I wish we would have had a kiss.
I think it's going.
I know that I need that affection, right? Physical touch.
Maybe she should go to Ryan's farm. There's plenty of that to go around over there. But she starts being really weird about this.
I don't want to be too aggressive, but I want to show that I like him. I want to kiss you.
Even though Farmer Allen hasn't kissed any of the women on his farm and specifically set a boundary that he likes to move slowly.
I understand it all, but it doesn't mean I want to have him, give him the space. I want to go, why don't you want to kiss me? I'm like a little kid.
Yes, you are, because you're throwing a tantrum like a little baby. She ends up throwing such a fit about this that he gives her a peck simply to appease her.
Kiss me, please.
Here.
Which is so fucked up. I don't have anything funny to say about this. I can't believe she didn't get kicked off the show immediately. So yeah, don't be like Cassidy Joe, who doesn't believe in divorce or apparently consent. As I've already mentioned, Ryan has no problem showing the women on his farm physical affection. He also has no problem doing it in front of people.
I can be romantic a long way.
Including the other women on his farm who are romantically interested in him and who he's also been kissing, sometimes hours before. For example, Haley, this woman, sees Ryan locking arms with someone else and has a justified response.
This man acts like he likes me. He doesn't. If Ryan doesn't want me here, I don't want to be here.
And she ends up confronting him in a very collected, very articulate way, okay? This is important.
The person you pick has to pick you back.
Yeah.
Like you have to form a connection.
And then they make out. A lot. Which is crazy because right after this, Ryan starts questioning if he even likes her anymore because she's too emotional.
I'm not sure how a relationship with her would be because she's so much more emotional than the other girls.
Bro, what are you talking about? She simply reacted to you holding hands with someone else when she has feelings for you, and you've been telling her that you have feelings for her too, and she didn't even cry in front of you. She went into a porta potty to cry. Arguably the worst place to cry. He ends up confronting her about being emotional.
So you have an emotional side. Tell me about that.
Well,
the fact that he's doing this while she's helping him clean up horse shit is so crazy. Hey, I've noticed you have reactions to my actions. Would you say you're a whiny bitch-ass baby? Also, can you cover for Sarah tomorrow? She's gonna be busy making out with me. So the next time the show sends an elimination letter, instead of just ignoring it, which everyone has still been doing by the way, he sends her home.
Haley, I think you're gonna have to go home. I feel that we may have a disconnect, you know, with who I am as a person and who you are.
I think we may just have a disconnect with who I am, normal, and who you are, a whiny bitch-ass baby. And I literally can't make this up, guys. He starts crying while he's kicking her off the show for crying.
It's okay, don't be upset.
So it's actually great that he's been kissing everyone and getting a lot of practice with that, so that he knows how to kiss my ass. As the show gets closer to the finale, each farmer is down to 2 women. Yes, they actually did start making them kick people off. And to help them make their final decisions, the farmers get to meet the women's families, which is where it becomes very apparent that over the last nearly 6 weeks, they have learned nothing, can't answer this question, and doesn't. They just awkwardly move on to less touchy subjects, like their age gap.
She's an old 23.
Ma'am, what does that mean? That makes no sense. That means nothing. Hey, can I rent this car? I'm 18. No, you have to be 25. But what if I'm an old 18? You still can't rent the car. Oh. Here's a gun though. Yay! The show also likes to make it a huge deal anytime one of the women I might like to live close to my family. And I think I would maybe like to see my friends sometimes. For some reason, the implication of this show seems to be that wife is someone who gives up everything in her life forever, but there's zero expectation for the farmers to alter their lives in any way. It's exclusively the women being expected to change everything, move to the farm, work there for free, and never leave again. And that's a horse. I just described a horse. That's how a horse lives. Farmer actually wants a horse that can also wash his underwear. As the show gets closer to the final episode, they realize they have a little bit of a problem. Like I said, each farmer is supposed to be down to 2 women on their farm that they'll have to choose from during the finale. However, Ryan only has 1. Every woman on Ryan's farm has left. After he kicked Haley off for being too emotional, Lily, this woman, who is actively studying to be a mental health professional, sees this happen, recognizes it for the red flag that it is, and leaves without saying a word. She does write some though. She leaves a letter.
To Ryan, I've removed myself to help give you the clarity of your choice.
So that left Ryan with 2 women on his farm, both named Sarah, Sarah H and Sarah V. Yes, she is a person. No, she is not a daily moisturizing cream. Also, just a quick side note, but Sarah V does this thing where she changes her voice when she's talking to Ryan.
Do you like me? Check yes or check no.
In her one-on-one interviews, she sounds nothing like that. Girl, stop. Girl, what are you doing? The other Sarah, Sarah H, also decides to leave the show because the moment she landed back home in New York, she was like, oh yeah, I don't want to go back there. No. That's a sidewalk. So instead of doing anything else about the fact that Ryan only has 1 woman left, the show decides the best course of action would be to go to Haley, too emotional Haley, and ask her to please come back.
Hello.
Hi.
I've missed you like crazy. I definitely want to have you back.
And how is that allowed? You can't just Control-Alt-Delete after kicking someone off the show. If the choices aren't final and can be undone, then how are we supposed to care about the choices? This is like when TV shows bring back dead characters so much that eventually you just don't even feel anything when a character dies.
Husband! I've been stabbed!
Oh no!
Tell the children I love them!
You're seriously asking me to do that? Seriously? When I've got kitchen tile to regrout? Farmer Landon is also choosing between 2 women with the same name. This is Ashley R and this is Ashley L. Did you get that? Have you got it? Please keep up. He ends up choosing Ashley L even though he's had a great connection with the other Ashley this entire time and he met her daughter.
Your mom had a favorite cow at my ranch that was black and white, just like your cat is.
Thank you.
I know it's just a part of the show and he didn't have a choice in meeting her family, but still, he brings her a stuffed animal and it's really sweet and he's always talking about how much he wants kids. So he wants kids starting years ago, but he doesn't end up with the woman who had a kid years ago? That's literally what you wanted. She could not be a better match. Her head might as well be made of red phosphorus. The show continues to try and convince us that Ryan has a tough decision to make, even though there's still only 1 woman left on his farm.
Ryan is still torn between his 2 final ladies.
The decision is tough between the 2 girls.
They keep referencing the 2 ladies he has to choose from.
The 2 ladies that I have left.
His 2 final ladies.
Between the 2 girls. The 2 ladies that I have left. Haley, she's demanded that I be more vulnerable. You know, I don't know where she stands. I don't know if she's even gonna be here.
No. No, she's not. The only couple that makes any sense is Hunter and Megan. They're really sweet together. You can tell they actually like each other. So at least one happy couple came out of this. I mean, at least Landon and Ashley. I mean, Alan and Kelsey. I mean, Ryan and Sarah V.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to go further.
I feel like the show's premise only exists because of how women are often expected to integrate into a man's life fully and sacrifice individuality after marriage, while also reinforcing the incorrect mindset that women's mental and physical labor is not fiscally valuable, but is something they just owe to husbands, or in this case, random farmers. It makes no sense to me that the women in the show are being asked to work on a farm, keep a house clean, cook all the meals, and give birth to children, while the guys are being asked to work on a farm. Just that one. That's the only one. Plus, there's no incentive to be on the show. There's no money for winning, and the contestants are barely being paid for their time, which means that the only prize is getting to marry the farmer. That's like if Wheel of Fortune ended with you getting to adopt a puppy. Like, sure, that's great if you wanted that, but you didn't really need to go on a show for it. And now you have to clean up after it and feed it, and it's gonna hump your leg. And a puppy would be a handful too. Anyway, guys, it's 6:30, so I gotta go. I have farm stuff to do. I didn't make my rent this month. They didn't give me enough hours at work, and the kids need new soccer cleats. I don't know what we're gonna do. You know what I think would help you right now? No, what? I think you'd be a great fit for my company. I don't know if that would help me right now. Oh, no. Sure, it'll be hard in the beginning, but will it take 3, 8, 22 hours a day to get started? Yeah. Yes to which? The 3 or the 22? Yes, absolutely. I guess as long as I definitely end up making money in the future. Slow down there. Whoa, yeah, we don't like to use the word definitely around here. Okay, then maybe I'll make money in the long run. Okay, I think I'm gonna pass, but I appreciate the offer anyway. You're a terrible mother. Hey guys, and welcome back to... My name is ChadChad. Not really. And I am officially a YouTuber now. You know why? Because I got a green screen. I was green screen the whole time. I bet you couldn't even tell because of what a great editor I am and how seamless that's gonna look. Hey, it's me editing Chad. I'm sorry. I know the intro for this video is already super long, but we had 100,000 this week, so here's my reaction. Okay, bye. Look, it's still backwards for you. We just got to 100,000 subscribers. Okay, seriously, thank y'all so much. Welcome to all the new Chadlings. I love you guys. Okay, bye again. One of the most fascinating parts of a new social media app coming out is watching the claws of MLMs slowly reach out and wring it by the neck until it's dead. Like Facebook. I have a sister who joined an MLM, not the sister who has 9 kids. I have a lot of siblings, okay? Everyone does. In the Bible Belt, there's nothing else to do here except go to Walmart and... Actually, no, that's it. You just go to Walmart. She joined an MLM that rhymes with Keachkotty and became a life coach for them, which apparently meant that she just had to buy $200 worth of shake mixes to secure her slot, you know, so she could work for them. Disclaimer! This is a disclaimer. Yeah! I do not want to make fun of people who join MLMs or have joined MLMs in the past. Most of the time, they're just people who are having a rough go of it financially. In the current climate, there's a lot of that going on. So please don't make fun of people who see this stuff and join or attempted to join. Do make fun of the ones who see that hardship and decide to capitalize on it for their own monetary gain. Stop scrolling right now. Just give me 10 seconds. I'm gonna change your life. How would y'all like to consistently make $5,000 to $10,000 a week? No. It's 100% legal and it's not a scam. This has definitely been said before, but if your pitch has to include definitely not a scam and totally legal, not a good sign.
Hey, I'm here for the job interview at this company that is hiring. Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming into our very real company. That's a strange thing to say, but here is my resume. Here at our very real company, we believe in our business model, which is not a scam, by the way, and is completely legal. Right, so you said on the phone. 5 times. Good. I can't stress enough how legal what we do here is. Hey, boss. Hi, Steve. Yeah, I'm just in the middle of an interview right now. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Steve. Sorry. It's a great place to work. You can go now, Steve. I love it. Go now, Steve.
How many hours did you work yesterday?
I worked 7.
7. And how much did you make?
7.
7 what?
7,000.
Ooh.
I did some research on this company, FFL, which stands for Family First Life, and they sell life insurance, so it's just mostly a bunch of jargon that doesn't really make sense to me. I read some Reddit posts trying to find someone with like a personal experience, and the ones that I did find weren't exactly positive, but they're not an MLM. Because you don't have to recruit people to make money. You don't have to. What this guy's doing is definitely not MLM-y. Though. He's just been asked to join by someone above him, and now he's asking other people on TikTok to join so that they can also try to make money by getting other people to join on TikTok.
Per se, it's...
How many hours did you work today?
About 2.
2, and how much did you make?
About 5.
5 what?
5,000.
5,000. Can anyone do this?
Yeah. This is the whole TikTok page, by the way. Like, this is his format. He'll say, how much money did you make last week? And they'll say 10. And he'll say, 10 what? And they'll say 10,000. And it's crazy because we thought it was going to be like $10. There's no way they were going to make $10,000 in a week. That is way more than we expected. Sign us up now.
It blows my mind that every single time we see people making money that we get so upset.
No, we're not upset that people are making money. It's because we don't believe that people are making money doing this.
Why can't we just be happy for people making money? Whatever happened to that time? Like, you should be happy that people are making money here.
Typically, when people are making a lot of money, they don't have to convince everyone that they are. And if they do, they don't usually take this approach. I made 10K in 1 week, dude. Oh, cool. How? Click the link in my bio to find out. Oh, I don't want to sign up for anything. I just want to know how you did it. Click the link. Just tell me. Just click the link. It seems like you're lying. Why can no one just be happy for me?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
When did you switch careers?
4 months ago.
How old are you?
64.
How much did you make last month?
14.
14 what?
14,000. But in my defense, I only worked 2.5 weeks.
Hey, they're doing the same thing as the other guy. It's almost like they use the same format and change it slightly in order to recruit people. Who else do I know that does that?
Hey babe, I've been stalking your Insta and you seem like the perfect fit.
Hey girl, I was wondering if you would want to be a
How would you like to be a girl? Hope you're having a good week in space.
Hey girl, I just read your blog.
Have you ever wanted to start your
Hey girl. I don't know.
You don't have to be great at closing ratio, but people like looking to have a great closing ratio. They're trying to get lucky every week.
What is this? You can put this music over anything and it'll make it sound motivational.
When you understand how this game is played, you don't have to get lucky. Like, you just understand you'll work enough, you will literally trip over money. And if you do it consistently, I've always said money will rain from the sky.
You don't have to be great at giving wedgies. The people who go out there and they give wedgies, boom, boom, wedgie, boom, another wedgie. They're just getting lucky. They haven't put in the time. They haven't committed to the grind like you have, like you will. When you understand how the game works, when you understand how to give wedgies, they will rain from the sky. Now get out there and give some wedgies. Hey Jane, what does a average full-time 40-hour-a-week agent make here at FFL? At least $250,000 a year. Hit us up if you're interested in making $250K a year.
They also use copyrighted music.
Hey, what does the average full-time 40-hour-a-week agent make here at FFL? At least $250,000 a year. Just call us to learn more. Word for word? Really? You couldn't add a sprinkle of personality to the script? Hey, what does the average full-time 40-hour-week employee make here at FFL? At least $250,000 a week. We team FFL out here, on God. $1,000, that's the script right there. $1,000, she just read it from that sticky note. I'm not really doing that, unless I'm right, which I am.
You owe me $8,000.
I also want to talk about how unprofessional some of these people are on here, aside from their shameless copy-paste formats in their TikToks. They address anyone who is suspicious of their work model or has concerns as haters, of course, and will not, for the life of them, tell you what they actually do. People say this but have nothing to back it up or to help people learn to do it. All you have to do is ask. Sweet, okay. So we just have to ask. I would like details. Bio. In Las Vegas? Bio. Info please. Bio. Okay, fine. For fuck's sake. I'll click on the bio. Instant access. Instant no, I'm not giving you my phone number. My own mother doesn't have my phone number. That's a joke, by the way. I talk to my mom every day. I want to do this, but is it just scamming people? No, just no. No, no more details, no assurances, just no. I would like to buy this item, but I do not know if it's worth the money. You, employee that works here, do you think this would be a valuable purchase? No. Oh. Can I ask why? No. Oh. Well, I kind of really wanted it. No. You don't work here, do you? Nope. These kinds of videos, whether it's technically an MLM or not, feel icky to me. I don't like the fact that these companies, maybe not this one in particular as much, but they tend to go after women with kids who are looking for a way to make money but still be able to stay at home where they can set their own hours and be their own boss, because that's perfect for their situation. And yeah, who wouldn't want that when the alternative is going to a job for 8+ hours a day and then sending 90% of that paycheck to a daycare. They talk about how they pay for you to get your license, or they give you free training so you can get your license, but then you pay them for leads. Leads like people to call to try and sell insurance to. This says it's $15 to $25 for each lead, and the minimum order is $20. So that's $300 to $500 that you're spending on leads. And just because you get the leads doesn't mean they'll turn into closing a contract. They can go nowhere. So then you'll have to buy more leads. I saw something that says you don't have to buy leads from them. You can get it somewhere else. But then what do you need this company for? Why do we need your company? What is the point of you? Oh, sorry. It's for the amazing TikTok scripts in the mass emails that they send to recruit people, even though you don't have to recruit people to make money. If you click on the link in my bio, you can make $250,000 at least in your first year. I made 20 last week. 20 what? 20,000. Feel free to correct me on anything I might have gotten wrong in this video. I do post once a week, so sometimes stuff can slip through the cracks while I'm researching, but I'm gonna call it there. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. And I'm a girl. I know. I'm sorry. That's my bad. And a fact about me is that I don't poop balloons, so stop saying that I do, because I don't. And my favorite color is pink. Babe, what are you? Babe, I'm filming. I know that this has been a rough year for everyone. The doubloon economy is abysmal. Bones has been taking all of my doubloons and giving them to strangers on the internet. You have to stop, Bones. We have nothing to eat for dinner. Bones, we need those. It's almost December, which means that it's the month before the worst month for people with seasonal depression, and also that it's time for a new girl facts video. Yay! Seasonal depression, yay! Last time we learned that girls want you to do sweet things, like text first, hug them randomly, or take them on a dark, winding road with no escape and tell them that they have the prettiest skin you've ever done seen and that it would look so good in your collection. Just kidding, sorry, you're supposed to hug them from behind randomly, I forgot. But still do the skin thing, I love it. 10 things women notice first. Eyes. Smile. teeth. So a face, they notice a face first. Not really exclusive to girls, just kind of a social norm. It would be weird to look somewhere else on someone the first time you meet. Hey, it is so great to meet you. Your name was Judith? I'm sorry, you've got just the most beautiful set of kneecaps. They would look great in my collection. Also height, hands, style, scent. You just listed every part of someone that someone can have. It would have been easier to say what girls don't notice at first, like whether or not he washes his hands after using the bathroom, or his massive propensity for gaslighting. Hair, voice, sense of humor. Is this a girl fact or are we drawing a police sketch? Height, like an inch maybe? Hands, ball-ish, they're little balls. What was his voice like? He sounded like this. Is this him? That's him. That took all my doubloons. Thank you to Intimina for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video. When a girl ignores you or replies with K, you've hurt her. Girls don't like to text first because they feel annoying. I'm not sure why, but I guess there's just so many girl facts that we have to have 8 of them at the same time on one screen. This is not how you tell us things. Why can't you just do them one by one instead of throwing them all up there? Imagine if a doctor communicated this way. If a girl laughs too much, even at stupid things, she's lonely deep down inside. Girls are naturally better at detecting lies than boys. You know that guy that every creator uses with the machine and the beard and the sunny disposition? Kiss him goodbye. Turns out we don't need you. We need a girl. Is it all telepathic or do we still need wires? Is that why our bras have wires? And were you at home the evening of December 7th, 2017? Yes, I was. You're lying. Damn it! If she blocks you on all social media after a breakup, she doesn't hate you. She's trying to move on. You mean to tell me that when she blocked my number and every single one of my social media accounts and filed a restraining order against me that she wasn't trying to get me back? Totally misread that. What do you mean she doesn't hate you? I've never blocked someone and been thinking, I don't want to do this, but it's for the best. I just need time to heal and get over my everlasting love for this person. It's a lot more like, if I ever see this Snapchat story again, I will shit out my lungs and then shred them with a fucking cheese grater. Every girl's weakness is... Oh man. But it's gonna be a crazy weakness. It's a long wait. Oh, being kissed on the forehead. This is so stupid. I can think of at least 10 things that are more deadly than forehead kisses. Ricin, mercury, venomous snakes, non-venomous snakes, small snakes, big snakes, medium-sized snakes. Girl facts, they hate how everyone views them as hoes. What? Girls don't like that? Guess I gotta change my Hinge profile. This is confusing because it seems like it's trying to be helpful, but it seems more like an attack. It's very backhanded. Hey, don't call her a hoe. Yeah. Her name is Abby. Slutty Abby. Get it right. Stinky, slutty, disgusting, toenail-chewing Abby. The reason they take a long time in the shower is because they have a whole routine they do in there. You mean like bathing? It's shampoo. They're not choreographing a cheer routine. Also, is it flooding in the background? Are you dancing in a flood? Every girl cheats, but if she likes you enough, you will never find out. What's really great about girl facts is that they are 100% facts and 0% bias. I'm not really surprised that these facts are based on nothing and have no basis because I feel like this is how we've been taught information about girls since the beginning of time. If girls learn to read, their ovaries will turn into raisins and they can't have babies. Girls can't do math because it makes hair grow from their armpits. Therefore, they can't have babies. If you put a girl underwater and she breathes, she's a witch, but if she drowns, she's a girl and dead. So she can't have babies. Scary facts about women. A woman's heart is 4 times softer than a man's heart. When a woman cries, a small vein in her heart cute. When she goes through a depression, she's lost 72 days of her memory. 72 days? Oh my God, that sucks. RIP to people with depression. Hope you get to feeling better or whatever. Where am I? How do you know how many days you lose? Because say you're depressed for 1 day. That's how depression works. But what happens if you're only depressed for like an hour? Still 72 days? That's not fair. It's like PTO, but somehow worse and with more rules. Hey, I'm gonna need you to come in tomorrow. I can't, remember? What? Yeah, I requested a depression day tomorrow. No, I don't remember. I
I don't remember either. Most women lost a good man just because they listened to their toxic single friend's advice. This one feels a little targeted. Most women who are 5'6" and have brown hair drive an army green Jeep Patriot with beaded seat covers and tinted windows and have a bumper sticker that says I love wieners, but the picture of the dog has faded from sun damage, so it just says I love wieners, and won't give back their ex his completely platonic balloon collection, are missing out on a great guy. Girls, if you catch a boy staring into your eyes, he's not just staring at you. He is lost and admiring the fact that he has the world in front of him. Follow for more facts. A lot of these girl facts are overlaid over calm, ambient beach footage. What happened to that? Where are we? I feel like we're about to be approached by a 6'3" Sicilian mob boss.
Are you lost, baby girl?
I don't want anyone staring into my eyes on this street. Also, I think we just got shot. Nothing puts me in the mood like a fucking bullet to the chest. Girl fact, if you want to make her fall in love with you, kidnap and keep her against her will for 365 days so she has time to develop Stockholm Syndrome. This method only works if you own a yacht in Italy or a boogie board in Ohio. Girls who reply in a minute, they are not girls. They are angels. I feel like if anyone's gonna be a slow texter, it would be an angel. You're saying the ones responsible for keeping 8 billion people safe are also fast texters? Oh God, I'm bleeding out. Not to fear, I am here to help. Thank you, I'm so glad you're here. Whoops, sorry, one sec. Okay. Kyle just sent me a doubloon TikTok. Oh, those are funny. Just replying. I think it hit an artery. And done. Girl code. Sorry, she isn't sorry. I'm sorry, she means it. Good night. Good night. Good night. She is annoyed. Oh, okay. Her heart is shattered. Okay, everything is good. Okay, something is really wrong. I'm fine. Definitely not fine. So if she says she's sorry, she isn't sorry. But if she says she's sorry, she is sorry. Write that down. These two are exactly the same text, but have different meanings. This is like if the dictionary only had one word in it, but every definition was different. Spelling bees would be a nightmare. Your glamorous is glamorous. Can I get the glamorous? A glamorous glamorous. The glamorous is glamorously. Okay. Ladies, you will appear instantly sexier to a man if you expose the skin of your neck in a subtle way. I can't tell if this was written by a vampire or a pilgrim. To attract the opposite sex, expose your neck skin. Then add salt, pepper, oregano, no garlic. If neck skin is arousing, does that mean that scarves are lingerie? Winter is coming, and so will your man when he sees you in our newest line of lingerie. Scarf me up. Get naked this holiday season with up to 50% off. Don't mistletoe these amazing discounts on large scarves, small scarves, medium-sized scarves, venomous scarves, non-venomous scarves. So far, none of these really make sense, but I think the issue is that we aren't actually at the peaceful beaches that are in the background of these. I think we actually have to be present to understand. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to A Queen Job. Please put down the hammer and the peel and stick tiles. Please, for the love of God, I'm begging you. Cringe. My name is ChadChad. Not really.
And about a year ago, I did a video on a very calm, very relaxing bathroom renovation. This TikTok page belongs to Grace, who moved into her new house and decided to renovate one of her bathrooms. And that's not usually a sentence that comes before complete and total disaster. So we just took out that wall, and then we added a double vanity, and then the Fire Nation attacked. Thank you, love you, bye. Just off the top of my head, I think that at the end of my video from last year, Grace's bathroom was starting to look better. I haven't rewatched it because I have this thing where if I see myself in anything older than 2 months, I will delete it while crying and never put myself in front of the camera ever again, especially when I looked like Fuzzbert from Trolls. So at first she did a DIY to do this kind of speckle design on the countertop in the bathroom, and it looked really good. But then for some reason she painted over the entire countertop with green paint, including the sinks. Green sinks. That's what I remember mainly is green sinks, and it looked bad, so they kept adding more and more layers of green paint until it had more bubbles than your stomach after eating paint sauce. One of the other things I remember is how they used a stencil to try and put a design on the tile, but instead of using a roller, they used these small paintbrushes, like the ones you would use to make an actual painting, like the Starry Night. But this wasn't Van Gogh approved. We should have Van stopped. Van Gogh? How about we Van Gogh to the Lowe's and find a contractor with a license and at least a journeyman ranking? By the way, I don't blame Grace for any of this. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do projects yourself. DIYs just get out of hand sometimes. We are here to support Grace, and we don't want to mourn the loss of countertop that looked totally fine before. Countertop wouldn't want that. Celebrate me. That's what countertop would say. And that's what we're here to do. After the bathroom was under control, Grace moved on to her office and she painted this abstract shelf kind of thing, which turned out really well and looks great. But don't get too comfortable. Why don't you come in and not have a seat? Could I get you nothing to drink? Speaking of sitting down, Grace is painting chairs. So it looks kind of rough when she starts, like it went to a tanning salon and asked for Trisha Paytas circa 2009. But she did use leather paint that's made specifically for this, so it ends up looking really good. That's not the issue I have. The issue comes when she paints the under part of the chair, the under chairage. Oh my God, guys, look away. There's under chair in this. I am appalled and very, very aroused. So we know that the orange paint was made specifically for leather, but I don't think that this paint was made specifically for chair legs. That looks like a jar of queso. And you can't just use queso instead of paint. Queso is way more expensive. And can I get lettuce and then just some extra queso? Sure, that'll be 50 cents. No, sorry, I need 5 gallons. I'm repainting the nursery. That'll be $17,000. Is that okay? Give me a couple gallons of salsa too. Painting another room. No, I just really love salsa. Obviously, I'm painting another fucking room. Of course you are. Sorry, Jesus Christ. You can't spray paint inside. That's what will happen if you spray paint inside. You just have to open a window or like a fan, or just don't spray paint at all. You're turning me into the guard from Subway Surfer, and I can't pull off khaki. You can't just act like the ventilated area warning on the back of the can is a suggestion. That's what USPS did to the fragile warning on my package that had my patio set. And now I have to sit like a contortionist while I sip my green tea. Thanks, USPS. The lines on the arm of the chair are all crooked and messed up because we didn't put down any masking tape or cover the parts of the chair that were already painted orange. Grace's process when it comes to home projects is the same as my process when it comes to dyeing my hair. I don't have gloves, I don't have hair dye, and I don't have Vaseline on my ears, and I'm wearing my favorite shirt, but I'm still gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it now because I decided I want to. Is it a good process? No. But does it make me feel better? Still no. The office is looking and smelling really good, and compared to the bathroom, this went really well. Grace's friend designed this whole room and gave her a list of things she needed to buy and put together.
And she gave me all of these instructions. And look, there's steps and everything. She gave me links to the paint. I promise I'm using the paint she said.
And that's a lot of work, and it would suck if they had to take it down. They have to take it down. Does this mean that you always knew a roommate was going to be moving into this room? Why did we have someone design an office and spend weeks decorating an office
if we were always gonna turn it into a bedroom? This feels like a really bad ending to a heist movie. And while you were calling the cops over the stolen cash, we were actually stealing your precious diamonds. Why didn't you just steal the diamonds without having to plan a whole second heist and use twice as many resources? Thrice as many resources, because while we were talking, we redecorated your home in a nautical coastal theme. Wow, this actually looks really good. These Ocean's 8. So remember when I said the bathroom from last year was finished and looked great? It's actually more deteriorating like an animal carcass. There's paint coming off of places it should be, and then somehow also paint in places it shouldn't be. And the floor looks like someone left it out in the sun for too long. It's melting somehow. It looks like one of those popsicles you get from a truck that's supposed to look like SpongeBob. Obviously, some things need redoing, so we're at square one. We're back at the very beginning in the bathroom. A very good place to start. I just realized while editing that I make it sound like the floor paint is melting for no reason. It's melting because they're using paint remover to get rid of the stencils that they did a year ago, which is already awful and stressful to look at, but it's even more so when you realize that Grace made the stencils herself and spent $300 on a special machine just so she could make them.
So here's me impulsively painting in my bathroom like the people on Pinterest. I handmade my own stencil. That took me 3 days. And then my one stencil broke, so I ended up spending $300 on a Cricut so I can make more stencils. So after 2.5 weeks of work, finally we're out of paint.
So yeah, it's not like there's an active volcano under the bathroom floor making it melt. Although at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there were. Grace adds this salmon color to the walls, which is pretty on its own, but then she tries to add this gray stone-esque tile with it, and I hate it. I'm sorry. I've tried to be understanding. Now I sound like I'm having a conversation with my teenage son. I've given you your space. I understand that you're going through something, but you have got to stop spending so much time in the bathroom.
Nope. 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 Nope.
She also tries to put on this wallpaper, but it doesn't look like she bought the right tools that you're supposed to use to apply it.
I really like this shade. You know I love a good dark green. Love a good avocado look.
I think at this point though, none of these are actual projects. They're tests, and we're using the walls like magazine clippings that we're gluing onto poster board. Why make a Pinterest board when you can make the whole bathroom your inspo? That way there's more risk involved. It's a lot more Pinteresting. The cabinets in the bathroom that were painted and repainted at least twice last year are being repainted again, and this time we're doing blue. Just kidding, we're doing white. Actually, and now we're doing black. And now we're sanding it back down again. It's hard for me to explain what's going on to you because I don't know what's going on. And folks, to your left, you will see the home that Jeffree Star lived in before he decided to stop making us yak and instead raise them for slaughter in Colorado. Whose place is that over there? Not sure. Okay, what about that one? No idea. Then why are you the tour guide? I'm not. What? I'm actually just scoping out houses for this heist I'm working on. But we paid you. That's because this is also a heist. Why are there seashells in my underchair? So now we have like 5 pots in the fire and none of them are finished.
The first contractor's coming over to quote the bathroom and I'm so nervous. I don't know what to ask.
So Grace finally hires a professional.
Okay, y'all, here's the text with my contractor to prove it. Look, there's my mood board. Ooh, look at that tile. Ooh.
This has been such an incredible journey, and it is not even close to being finished. Grace does all the demolition herself, which means tearing down and undoing all the work that we just witnessed. The contractor takes away the infamous countertop. And if we could all just be respectful and take a moment of silence. Just kidding. I don't give a fuck about that countertop. Do you have any idea how much pain she caused me? I used to like the color green. I haven't had a vegetable in 16 months. The guy Grace hired installs new countertops and wallpaper. It's looking incredible. Then he drops off the face of the earth. This is so much worse than being ghosted by someone you're dating. So what happened with you and Michael? I thought things were going well.
So did I, but then he stopped texting me and cost me thousands of dollars in repairs. So, well, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. It's only been a few days since I filmed this, but there's already new updates. So Grace hired someone to replace the ghost guy, and they're having to basically demolish and redo everything he did because it was done so poorly. Also, there is now mold on the ceiling under the bathroom because it is leaking from where he left the water turned on. I don't know if he was paid or not, but this is sue him or challenge him to a boxing match or something. This is unjust. A running thing on Grace's page is that she's trying to get Lowe's to work with her to try and pay for the demolition of the renovation after the demolition of the renovation. So I wrote this poem for Lowe's. If you or someone you know knows Lowe's personally, not someone who works at Lowe's, but the building, feel free to pass it along. Dear Lowe's, please listen to our woes. It's been 365 days since we last felt okay. We need a vacation from spray paint asphyxiation. So please pay for Grace's repairs because without your help, we'll get nowheres. And if you're the contractor who ghosted Grace, I also wrote a poem for you. Dear Robert, but I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back. Welcome back,
Hey
guys.
everyone,
Come on.
thank you. Wow, thank
Welcome
you,
back.
thank you.
Welcome. It's
Oh,
good
it's
to see
well,
you
it's an
again.
honor to
Thank
be
you for
back.
coming. A twinge of cringe. My name is ChadChad, and we've all heard of Wattpad, especially you. Yeah, you. With the shirt on. You know what you read. You're sick. You make me sick. I was homeschooled, so I wasn't allowed to be on the internet or watch TV or movies or leave my house. So I never really got to read Wattpad. I never got to throw my hair up in a messy bun and then run down the stairs where my mom is making breakfast and she goes, go pack your things. And I go, why? And she goes, because I sold you to pay my gambling debts. And then One Direction comes in and they go, yeah, hurry up, Chad, go pack your things because we're in a big time rush. But don't worry about me, okay? Because now we have Wattpad stories on TikTok. I was scrolling on there the other day and got like 3 ads in a row for this show called Fated to My Forbidden Alpha.
I reject you, Celine. Being rejected by an alpha must be brutal.
I accept your rejection, Jackson.
So obviously that is amazing, and I had to find and watch every single episode available by downloading a whole separate app and spending more money than I do on my monthly Hulu subscription. The show is like a werewolf fan fiction. In fact, I think it's based on one. It's kind of like Twilight minus the vampires and the After series minus the budget, which means that the werewolves want to do each other constantly. Every werewolf wants to do every werewolf everywhere wolf. Ow! This is Celine, by the way. She's the main character, and you can tell because everyone is unreasonably mean to her all the time. She's kind of got this Cinderella thing going on where she's mistreated and forced to do chores because her parents are dead.
Meet me in my office, which I'm picking the shit up.
Celine! Wine!
That's just a mandatory thing when you become an orphan. They come to your house and they announce it like a sweepstakes. Congratulations, your parents are dead. How did you find out about that? That happened just like a second ago. Here's your duster, I don't need any of that. Here's your Batmobile. What am I supposed to clean with that?
The streets! After today, I never want to see you again.
I've been waiting years for you to say that, Jackson.
So we find out this scene happens after Celine turns 18, which is when you get your wolf, but also when you find out who your mate is. This guy is called Alpha Jackson, and it's very important that we put Alpha in front of his name every time we say it, or he gets really mad. And you wouldn't like him when he's angry because he turns into a really creepy guy who tries to kiss you.
Why won't you call me Alpha? You jealous? Is that what this is?
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. This is kind of familiar. Didn't Curtis Connor just make a video about this? And no, he didn't. You're kind of acting a little crazy right now. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first video that's been made about this TV show ever on YouTube, so you're acting a little insane. You need to calm down. Also, me and Curtis, Creator Clash 3, let's go toe to toe, finger to finger. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Enjoy the video. The first video about this TV show on YouTube ever, starting now. Go. Alpha Jackson and his fiance are horrible and mean to Celine. They make her bathe with a bucket.
Where are you going with that?
Just trying to shower.
Not a bucket and a mop. Just the bucket. They also like to remind her she's an orphan, you know, just in case she forgot.
Know your place, Celine. You're an orphan.
Hey, when you're done wiping down that mirror, can you please remember that your parents are gone forever and you have no support system? I already did that this morning. Gonna need you to do it again, so hop to it. The show wants to make it very clear to us that every alpha in this universe is super rich and comes from old money.
In a world where werewolf packs survive on centuries-old fortunes, a fragile peace treaty is about to shatter.
How was that? Was that good? I don't know how they got their money since werewolves are burned by silver. So that's kind of like if Jeff Bezos was allergic to wire transfers. Ow! Ow! Stop sending me money! Stop using Amazon, guys. Please. Everyone has a title that precedes their name, so it's Alpha Jackson, Luna Tiffany, Orphan Celine. By the way, guys, Celine is an orphan. Don't forget that, please. And my personal favorite.
Sorry for interrupting.
This guy is named Beta Luke. We get to meet the alpha of another pack, Alpha Alexander, and we learn that he is coming.
Just Alexander Kane, just RSVP'd. He's coming to your engagement party.
Alexander Kane is coming.
Hey guys, I think Alexander Kane is coming. It's just a suspicion I have, but I think that he might be coming.
He's coming.
Alpha Alexander comes to a party hosted by Alpha Jackson and his fiance where he gifts them a whole yacht and refers to it as pocket change.
Alpha Alexander, you're giving us a yacht?
Pocket change.
Only the roughest, toughest alphas are fiscally irresponsible. He has no regard for financial planning. And he makes frivolous displays of wealth? Oh my god. It does get a little difficult to tell people apart when they have basically the same title. So Alpha Alexander and Celine realize that they are love mates, and so she's finally free of Alpha Jackson and his fiance's cruel, weirdly sexual treatment of her. Alpha Alexander sees Celine lugging a trash bag over her shoulder, and he's like, that's what I want. She's stinky, and I must have her. Tiffany tries to slap her again, Jackson tries to make her stay, and both times Alexander comes swooping in to save her, all heroically.
We're leaving. No.
He puts his jacket over her at some point when they're both inside and she's fully clothed, which I guess is a nice gesture, but it just makes the situation seem much more serious than it is. No one is ever gonna hurt you like that again. Here, put this on. You know, I don't think they gave me the wrong dipping sauce on purpose, so it's really okay. Put this on too. Plus, I'm fine with signature sauce. I mean, it's signature for a reason, right? I'm gonna take care of you now.
Thank you so much.
Throughout the show, the alphas have this impossible task of looking super cool in every shot, no matter what they're doing. Even if they're just coming into the room, they'll start leaning on something, or if they're sitting down, they'll do this hand thing.
So this is my mate.
Fatherless, motherless. Your parents are dead. And the camera angles don't always help them out with that. It's hard to feel intimidated when the camera is elevated and making the alpha's head 5 times bigger than his feet.
If you ever touch my girlfriend again, I'll bite your toes off.
I didn't. I just gave her some dipping sauce.
You dipped her in what?
No, not like that. I just mean, ow.
We learned that Alexander is the alpha of the largest, most powerful pack in America.
You are aware I'm the alpha of Nightwind, the biggest pack in the States, right?
Of course.
The alpha of Nightwind, the biggest pack in the States.
I bet he's also packing the biggest wolf in the States. She pack on my wolf till I... She wolf on my pack till I... She wolf on my wolf till I... Pack. I pack. She packs. I give up. She pack on my wolf till I howl. It was right fucking there. That's embarrassing. So he shows Celine his massive mansion, which we don't get to see. Use your imagination.
Is that
And Celine reveals the most horrid form of torture that Jackson and Tiffany inflicted on her. never letting her try fried chicken.
It always smelled so good when Tiffany took some home, but they never let me try it.
Those monsters. They get a bucket of KFC, and while she's eating it, he starts to talk dirty to her.
Do you understand our mate bond? How it makes you feel? What makes you want to do? Let's go home.
She has fried chicken in the corner of her mouth during this conversation. Babe, the way you're eating that chicken breast like a fucking idiot gets me going. Don't stop, I'm gonna crumb. Crumbing. We actually find out that both of them are virgins. Fucking losers. And this isn't important to the plot at all. It's just there to add tensions and also so that both of them can talk to their magic mirror wolves.
It's me, Lila. I'm your wolf.
My wolf, Lila, you're here. You're my wolf.
Yes, Celine.
And it seems like the only purpose of the wolves so far is to act super horny and help them get laid.
Do you not like him?
I do. I mean, I don't know him, but there's something about him.
That's your mate bond.
And the only way they can talk to them is through these mirrors, so it's like a version of Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Hey, what's up? This guy just got me a bucket of chicken. Oh, he wants you. I know, so bad. I'm gonna talk to him. Okay, just remember to wear something sexy, like a white nightgown covered in blood.
You better be thinking about how dead your parents are.
I am! The second half of the show is much, much worse because they start to kiss a lot. And I don't like that. The sound when they're doing that is like those rubber hand party favors. It's like two of those slapping together in a wet fashion. Oh, God. Stop. Stop banging, please.
I missed your scent all day.
You're back.
I swear to God, if she gets pregnant with a little wolf baby, I'm gonna lose my shit. Alexander has a sister and she only exists to ask the main characters questions to get them to talk about how they're feeling, but she was not the right character to choose for the types of questions they have her ask. After every night that they spend together, she'll come to Celine and ask weird questions like,
how's Alexander? I know, bold question, but the rumors are just too wild.
why is this dude's sister asking about their sex life to such detail? She's like, how many times? How long would you say? Stop me. Stop me when I get there. Celine ends up visiting her old home, and Tiffany, who is pissed because her fiance still clearly has a thing for Celine, poisons her in a very clever, very secret way.
I come in peace and with drinks.
If you're gonna poison someone, do it in like red Solo cups. Don't use medieval chalices that Romeo and Juliet would have used in Act 5. To prove that she didn't poison Celine's cup, she goes, what? You think I poisoned your cup? You know, like an unsuspicious person. Okay, your exhaust pipe is fixed. Great, thanks. What, you think I put a bubble machine in it? Why would I think you Good, because I didn't do that. You know what? I'm out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. You need to stop throwing crazy accusations around.
Celine cannot be tricked though, okay? She is sharp as a whip. She's not gonna fall for that. Just kidding, she does fall for that. She falls for that almost immediately. Alpha Alexander can feel his mate's pain through their love bond and comes to her rescue by finally transforming into a strong, terrifying wolf. He slams Beta Luke against the wall, and by slams, I mean he lightly brushes against him and Beta Luke rolls away like a can of Chef Boyardee. They rush Celine to the hospital, and it's not looking good.
We're trying on everything we can, but you know what Wolfsbane does to a wolf.
Oh no, don't sink down the wall, you're too sexy. Oh no, don't have a flashback to how you guys fell in love, you're too sexy. But she pulls through because she's actually also a super powerful alpha.
Doctor?
She has the blood of an alpha.
Holy shit.
And she has super powerful alpha parents. That's right, they were never dead. She was never a stupid, stinky orphan. She was just stupid and stinky. Alexander's sister is there when Celine wakes up, and she explains how heartbroken he's been since she's been unconscious.
Just fought an entire war for you.
Wait, the war's already over?
I don't think he's eaten either.
skill issue. Apparently while she was asleep, all of the wolf packs went to war with each other, which we don't get to see. Use your imagination.
So, Alexander went apeshit on Blood Moon and led the entire Nightwind army to attack the day you were admitted.
Since she's a very powerful alpha, Celine can read everyone's thoughts now, and we first discover this when she and Alexander go to dinner to meet up with her parents.
I want to strip Celine naked.
What?
Celine, we're gonna make so I can finally be inside.
Ew!
I don't want to do this anymore. He just fully starts fantasizing about his partner who's reuniting with family she was stolen away from, and then they leave almost immediately.
Celine, are you okay? Maybe we should go home.
You want to reunite with your parental figures. How about we reunite our figures away from your parentals? Look at the chicken, look. Come on, let's go. Now that everyone is happy, no one's parents are dead, everyone is rich, Celine and Alexander get married. Yes! And she immediately gets pregnant because of course she does.
Do you think that
Alexander Jr., AJ.
I swear to God, if she gets pregnant with a little wolf baby, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Don't tell me you need to shower.
Honestly, guys, I know I've been talking a lot of crap, but the show is actually much better than I thought it would be. When I found out it was a romance and it involved werewolves, I was expecting a sexy wolf version of Where's Waldo.
werewolf?
Werewolf! Oh yeah. There's wolf. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Matt Rife. Am I Rife, guys? A while ago, I watched Matt Rife's controversial Netflix stand-up special, Natural Selection. If you aren't familiar with him already, or if you are and it's just been a while, here's some quick spark notes. He got a majority of his success from viral TikTok crowd work videos, also got a majority of his success from a mostly female audience, began getting more mainstream opportunities, and immediately started renouncing that mostly female audience and saying that his comedy is for the boys. Publicly poked fun at Walmart Yodel Kid Mason Ramsey on Twitter, and finally claimed that people find him less funny because he is actually too sexy.
I mean, people don't want to laugh at like physically attractive people. I think it just makes me work that much harder on the material and the jokes that I'm trying to tell to get people to focus on the real show at hand.
So guys, if you've ever not laughed at one of my jokes, this is hypothetical, that's never happened obviously, it's probably because my skin was too clear that day. Don't worry though, I'm in my luteal phase, so you're gonna be laughing to tears today. Since the release of his Netflix special and all the controversies that came with it, I haven't really seen or heard anything about Matt Rife, which is why when a friend of mine sent me a link to a movie he starred in, it was like seeing an old friend, except they're not really a friend at all, and I didn't really want to see them either. But after watching this trailer and seeing the like to dislike ratio, I knew I had to watch this movie.
This is one of the top destinations in the world for altitude training.
Cell phone coverage. Where are the knives? No internet. Stay back.
And then a bunch more movies, but that's a whole thing and we'll get to that later. For some reason, I immediately forgot the name of this movie and also pretty much everything that happens in the trailer. So when I went to actually watch it, I just Googled Matt Rife movie and found this one. You may notice that in this poster, Matt Rife is not there. He is in the movie, but this is not him here. You may also notice that it's a completely different movie entirely. I didn't notice any of that. Our main character, AJ, has been having nightmares about the traumatic death of his parents that he witnessed as a young boy. They never caught the guy, and AJ can't really remember any details, so his flashbacks are pretty blurry. So based on those, it appears his parents' attacker was probably Sid the Sloth.
AJ has been trying to revisit these memories in order to remember more details, but his therapist urges him to take things slowly.
There could be dangers in unlocking these memories, AJ. We don't really know how the system will react. Don't rush the process.
But right after this, he suggests that AJ go back to the place where it happened.
Well, isn't there something else we could do?
There's one thing. Go there.
So it kind of seems like his therapist hates him. Hey, you know that place where your parents died brutally to an unknown danger that for all we know could still be there? I think you should go there. I think you should take your wife with you. I think you should take everyone who means anything to you to Murder Mountain, in my professional opinion. AJ immediately begins planning the trip, which couldn't come at a better time because his wife has some wonderful news to share with him.
And now we will have a family of our own.
You have COVID? And you let me kiss you?
Thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. His wife Sam has no character depth and no personality traits, not even one. Anytime AJ and her talk, it's AJ talking and her listening in a supportive wife way and agreeing to do whatever he wants to do.
It's a red-tailed hawk. His dad's favorite bird.
Man, do I miss that guy?
He loves you so much. You know I support you either way. And I'm here for you every step of the way.
Aside from listening to him talk about his problems, she'll also fetch him beverages and food. It doesn't even feel like she's a person even. It's kind of just she's an extension of AJ's character. It's like wife is something in his inventory that he equips for perks. I cast wife. Hey hun, had a bad day. Aw honey, I'm here for you. Thanks. Do you want a PB&J? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make that for you while you sit down and don't ask me a single thing about my day, okay? Okay, don't forget to cut out the crusts. They tell their loved ones about the pregnancy, and at this point it became very clear that this was directed by a dude, because in order to celebrate Sam being pregnant, they have a pool party with slow motion bikini dancing and a drinking montage.
This is a baby shower?
Oh my god, you're pregnant? We have to celebrate. Without you. This is also the scene where we meet Matt Rife's character, who is the boyfriend of AJ's brother's wife's sister, who is played by Musically star Malu Trevelyo. And her character seems like she fully hates Matt Rife's character the entire movie.
Doesn't remember any of it.
Just put this away, dude. Like, can you like stop?
He's part of a legend.
Oh, you're so stupid.
Sam finally makes an appearance at her pregnancy celebration to bring the guys a dessert, but not the one that they wanted, apparently.
Hey, lemon cake, anyone?
Okay, that is not a cheesecake.
That is not a
No,
cheesecake.
maybe a bundt cake, lemon-ish.
Very good, AJ's brother. It is lemony. Lemon cakes tend to be.
Lemon cake, anyone?
This scene is immediately followed by Sam watching a news story about a bank robbing and AJ saying this.
3 men robbed a bank in Eagle Ridge. They fled the scene.
People still rob banks?
What do you mean, do people still rob banks? Why would you think there aren't people who rob banks anymore? What, like it's out of style or something? I am a bank robber and I'm robbing this bank right now. No, why would you do this? Because I need money. No, like why would you do this? It's so cringe. No, it's not. This is so like 2010s of you. I have explosives, okay? Oh, no need. You're bombing hard enough on your own. AJ's brother Max, who also happens to be the director of this movie, decides he's going on the trip too, along with his wife, his wife's sister, and his wife's sister's boyfriend. Oh, and Sam is coming too.
Oh, I'm coming with you. And hey, it might be fun.
Sam, I cannot stress enough how not fun this will be.
Why is this shot so long? Why does it go for so long?
On their way to the mountain, they drop their dog off with their cousin, and there's a good 30 seconds where it's trying to escape.
Yes. What's
Hey, man. Cuz?
So, looks like a real family event. Should I go check them out?
Hey, let that dog go. I'm no body language expert, but his body does not want to be here. While they're hiking up the mountain, they run into a couple leaving, and they literally try to warn them not to go up.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you should go up there. It's pretty shady. I mean...
Yeah, we were hearing all kinds of weird noises. I don't know.
You think the woods are pretty shady? Yeah. It's full of trees. There's gonna be shade.
Yeah, we're not too worried about it. See, we brought these 2 guns, and they're good to go.
Did they just tell Matt Rife to be himself?
Danny Trejo is also here. He and this guy are the ones who robbed the bank, and they're on the mountain trying to flee. And none of that matters. I can't stress enough how little this plotline matters. The most important thing is that every time he comes on screen, there's these 4 ominous guitar notes that play. And that's only important because I think it's cool and I think it should happen when I enter a room. Hey, you guys want some lemon cake? Hey, there's nothing wrong with the lemon cake, by the way. Seriously, I didn't do anything weird to the lemon cake. I don't know why it seems— I promise I did not piss in the lemon cake, okay? Matt's character, who I keep calling that because I don't think I ever learned his name during the movie. I think they literally introduced him as Idiot Boyfriend.
Yeah, I hope it's okay I brought along the sister and the idiot boyfriend.
Oh, pool time. More pool.
So Idiot Boyfriend does some online researching about the mountain and realizes who AJ is and why he wanted to come here.
It was you. The kid from those stories.
Yeah.
For some reason, he's excited to make this discovery, like it's a cool thing he just learned.
You really don't know what happened to your parents? What? Dude, that is awesome.
Wait, you're that kid whose parents got brutally murdered? Lucky. Mine are just alive and enjoying retirement, so that fucking sucks. After settling into camp and meeting bank robbers while being very casual about the fact that one of them is covered in blood, everybody goes to bed and starts doing the dirty and squirty very loudly.
No! No!
And while this is happening, Idiot Boyfriend gets stabbed in the neck. As if there wasn't enough penetrating going on in this campsite. Sam and AJ hear the scream and he gets to prove his mettle.
Go check it out.
Me?
You're right, AJ. Your pregnant wife should be the one to investigate the murder sounds. When they get to the tent, they find no one inside and realize that AJ's brother and his wife are also missing. Sam is obviously stressed, and this is the first time in the movie where she's needed AJ's support and not the other way around.
Babe, I'm starting to get worried.
Hey, you know the song Freebird? That's Max's philosophy on life.
Babe, don't worry about them being missing. Think about the song Freebird.
They spend the next big part of the movie wandering around trying to find everyone and eventually finding them, just not in the most optimal condition, being alive wise, because they're all dead. Oh, and there's also bear traps in the woods for no reason other than for characters to run into them and it be scary. Why would there be bear traps in the protected forest? They live there. That's like the mouse in my walls setting traps for me. And I'm not gonna fall for it again, no matter how much Mountain Dew voltage you put in there. Mark my words. Eventually, the cousin who was dog sitting for them tries to come and help because they managed to get service long enough for a phone call and decided to use it to call him instead of someone like the police. This guy can't handle a serial killer. Okay? He can't even handle dog sitting. In a shocking turn of events, the cousin gets immediately captured by the killer, and AJ tells the last surviving bank robber to stay behind while he and Sam charge forth to try and help him.
Let's go.
Stay here and cover us. Come on.
Or maybe have your pregnant wife be the one who stays behind at a safe distance instead of this guy you don't know. Maybe have him run at the dangerous killer with you. It's whatever though, Sam ends up being fine, and by fine I mean she gets stabbed. While everyone has been getting viciously murdered, the two park rangers have been lollygagging. I don't have any other words to describe what is going on with them. They're driving to check on them because something suspicious was reported, but they do not have a single shred of urgency.
What are they doing?
Sam is losing a lot of blood, so AJ tries to keep her from passing out by describing their bed at home to her.
Keep those eyes open, baby. Just picture it, okay? We go home, get in bed, cuddle all morning, and then we have a movie marathon.
Babe, don't piss yourself. Just close your eyes and imagine you're standing in front of a big toilet right now. Babe, just imagine how nice it would be if you were using a big toilet, if you were pissing in this big toilet right now. Sam and AJ finally defeat the killer and pull off his mask to reveal it was his brother all along.
Hey, little bro.
You're telling me this was fake? You're telling me this wasn't really his body? His brother reveals that the reason he killed their parents 20 years ago was because he was actually adopted, and when AJ's mom gave birth to him, they started paying more attention to AJ than they were to him.
She called you her little miracle baby. It's like I didn't even exist anymore. So you killed him?
Which doesn't make any fucking sense. If he was jealous of the parents giving more attention to the younger kid, wouldn't he want to murder him? Why would he kill his parents if he wanted them all to himself? Yeah, my parents haven't been giving me as much attention ever since my baby brother was born, so I killed them. And now they'll never give me any attention ever again. Problem solved. They end up having a tussle on the cliff where their parents died, and during that, his brother also falls off the cliff to his death. And that's actually a great way to bring this all full circle. He ended their parents' lives here 20 years ago, and now karma has caught up with him and he meets the same fate. Except that's not the ending. Instead, we jump forward like a year. They've had the baby, they've returned to normalcy.
How do you feel otherwise, AJ?
I'm doing great, Doc. Still no setbacks.
All of your friends are dead.
And then his brother just shows up again, alive.
Hello, Sam.
AJ says he sees him driving past while he's on the way to a business trip, but I think they forgot to film the actual shot of the actor, so it's just this.
We could get a chalupa.
What's happening? What's
Hey, you see that guy driving?
What?
So they turn around and go back home with the least amount of urgency possible. There's another tussle, and this time the brother actually is gone. So instead of having a cinematic full circle finale at a visually compelling location, they decided that this should be the end of the movie.
That's the end?
Not only were the last 20 minutes of this movie completely pointless, but I started to pick up on something very strange. Notice how we haven't seen any alien spacecrafts in this movie, or how not a single person has rode a bike, ridden a bike, rided a bike. It suddenly hit me that I had watched the wrong movie and that the last 2 hours of my life had been a complete waste. Do you have any idea how productive I could have been with that amount of time? I could have played 6 rounds of Fortnite with that amount of time, or 4 if I consistently made top 10, which is less likely. Moving on to the Matt Rife movie I was actually trying to watch.
A renegade film?
The title Trapped In is spelled with 2 N's because they're trapped in and in. Kind of like how Matt is spelled with 2 T's because his acting is 2T, like farts. In this one, Matt plays Connor, the newest addition to a biking team that's training for an undisclosed biking contest thing. They're probably gonna race, if I had to guess.
Easy, Connor. You're gonna blow up her body, buddy. Connor and Greg are pulling away.
That looks awful.
Connor seems to have some anger issues and also some beef with the team captain, Greg.
Rolling with the pros now, pretty boy.
The whole team and their coach traveled to Andorra for a training trip at this isolated inn with little to no cell service and with innkeepers who are weirdly horned up. One of the innkeepers has clearly dubbed audio to the point that it sounds like she's in a video game cutscene.
Welcome to the Auberge Piage. My name is Jean-Luc, and this is my lovely partner, Nathalie.
Bienvenue. Welcome to a little inn.
Welcome, my name is Jean-Luc and this is my partner, Natalie.
It's me, Mario!
They give the team a tour of the inn and they get to meet the other guests.
Over here is the pool.
You see, we have still a few guests.
Oh my god.
As you can see, our inn is very isolated, so we don't get many guests, aside from 15 of the most gorgeous women you've ever seen in your entire life. We then get a pool party scene that goes on for way too long. Lasting for over 2 minutes may be a good thing for Matt Rife, but it is not a good thing for a montage. I also want to point out that this is the second Matt Rife movie I watched, and this is also the second time there's been a pool party with women in bikinis dancing with each other. What a weird coincidence that I'm sure won't be repeated at some point in the future. They have Matt's character start vlogging during this trip as a kind of narrating tool.
This is my first time out of the country, so I figured we'd give this little vlog thing a try.
Don't.
He also uses this as an outlet to constantly complain about the team captain, Greg.
I mean, I understand the guy is the best. I get that. But, okay, everything you say can't be some egotistical, arrogant response, okay?
Yeah, would suck if someone was like that.
I mean, people don't want to laugh at, like, physically attractive people.
Greg has a girlfriend named Andrea who flies out to stay with him for the rest of their training trip, and Connor starts immediately flirting with her.
You look really nice.
Okay, weird.
At least now I know why he never shuts up about you.
He's hitting on his girl?
Oh, and his girlfriend came today. Andrea.
Ew!
She's cute. She's very cute.
Ugh.
On their first day of training, Greg crashes his bike and gets injured. Oh man, this is gonna ruin the tour. The Tour de France. They take Greg back to the inn and watch a newscast announcing that there's a suspected killer on the loose.
Federal and local officials have been alarmed and overwhelmed by the sudden and sheer volume of dead bodies over the last 24 hours, bringing the known death toll to a staggering 28.
28? Y'all have found 28 bodies, and all you've done so far is be alarmed and overwhelmed? Also, when they first got here, they were talking about how tiny and isolated this town is.
Our town is so small, so remote. People come and sometimes they never leave.
Yes. So 28 people has to be like half the population.
Investigators don't foresee an end to this killing spree until the killer or killers is caught.
So true, bestie. We don't know a lot about what's happening, but we do know that it's going to keep happening until it stops happening. And that is on God. But this somehow gets even more confusing because later that same day, they get another newscast saying this.
What just hours ago was believed to be the work of a serial killer is now being described by health officials as some sort of virus.
Virus?
What?
This is insane.
How could they possibly suspect a serial killer if it was a virus killing all these people? You're saying they kept finding bodies with no external wounds and never considered it could be anything else? Do they even know what a serial killer is? I'm very sad to announce that this man is dead. By serial killer. What? Who's the killer? A very deadly virus. Wait, but you said it was a serial killer. I've named the virus serial killer. Why? Because it's caused many deaths. Is this a joke to you? No, I am taking this very serially. The virus is not your typical kind of virus, though. It's one that you can actually see. Sometimes it's a mist, and other times it's a humanoid fog cloud with limbs that can grab people and also make them vape. Oh no, watch out, it's a virus! And it's gonna make you lit as hell! They stay in the inn for weeks waiting for some kind of news that it's safe to go out or that the virus has been contained, during which Connor keeps making vlogs that are usually spliced with him doing workouts furiously.
I'm losing my shit. I don't know if anything matters anymore. It's today the day we die.
What is he doing? Eventually, he moves his camera to a shelf in the bathroom so he can vlog while looking at himself in the mirror.
So we just try to keep things as normal as possible.
Which is probably his best acting in the movie so far because he's not acting. This is his morning routine. Eventually, the virus gets everyone except for Connor, Greg, the team captain who's been injured for months with no professional medical attention, and Andrea, who has a habit of screaming at the top of her lungs anytime the virus gets someone.
Coach.
Don't scream. At this point, it's been months and they've been running out of food for a while when Connor decides to reveal that his parents were survivalists, and so he knows how to forage for food.
My parents were survivalists. I mean, there's plenty of mushrooms and edible plants all around this area that we could eat.
Oh, no.
And they don't want him to do that because the virus is still around and it's dangerous to go outside. But eventually they completely run out of food. So he takes a home goods basket and makes them a full course meal with 2 mushrooms.
He found a whole onion while he was foraging?
So thanks to Matt being in his trad rife era, he and Greg are finally able to make some kind of amends.
This is actually really f***ing delicious.
It's so amazing, Connor. We definitely should have listened to you sooner.
Yeah, you did really good, kid.
Did Matt write this movie?
Yeah.
But after this, they get another newscast with another update.
It appears the authorities have finished their investigation into the multitude of deaths originally assumed to be caused by a virus. Experts are now saying we are being invaded by a species of extraterrestrial origins. We have no further information at this time.
What kind of experts do they have working on this? I don't think they have their greatest minds on this case. It has been months, and they just now realized that this can't be fought with a vaccine. We've tried NyQuil, we've tried Dayquil, I don't know what else.
That's what's been behind the mist this entire time? Fucking aliens?
Well, no one said you have to do that.
I really don't know how Greg has made it this far because, again, he's had open wounds on his back for months. And that's fine. He's gonna be fine. as long as he likes having sepsis. Oh my god, sepsis. What are you doing on my back?
Killing you slowly.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Sepsis.
That's the muscle atrophy setting in.
And I get a trophy? That's so sick. Unfortunately, Greg does not make it for much longer. It could have been his injuries. It could have been eating mushrooms given to him by a frat guy. He gives Connor a whole speech about how he's gonna have to be the one to take care of Andrea, and basically gives him his blessing for them to be together.
I know how you feel about her.
It's okay. It's okay. I promise.
It's kind of like he bequeaths Andrea to Connor like you would a family heirloom, like a piece of furniture. And that's the most romantic thing you could do. We skip forward 2 more months and Connor is asking himself the really important questions, like, how long am I supposed to f***ing wait before I make a move on this grieving woman?
I've felt this way about her since literally the day she got here. How long until I'm supposed to make a move?
What? That's what you're worried about right now?
He also thinks that he and Andrea were destined to be together.
Trying my best to take care of Andrea, but it just doesn't feel right. I know it sounds corny, but maybe it was meant to be. Tell me that's coincidence that we're the last 2 left.
Hey, I know your partner just died or whatever, but have you ever considered that was supposed to happen? Have you ever thought about how maybe it's good that that happened so that me and you could bang? So maybe he just needed to get out of the way. Maybe it's good he's not around anymore. The last 20 minutes of this movie are dedicated to Connor and Andrea ending up together. He makes a move by cooking her a romantic dinner of spaghetti noodles and meat sauce that he foraged in the woods.
Well, this looks amazing. Thank you.
Literally cashews and lettuce.
They spend the night dancing and smooching and kissing. Those are the same, the last 2 are the same thing.
This is crazy. We just spent this movie waiting for her boyfriend to die.
And while they're in the middle of this, the aliens return and begin to beam them up into the spaceship, the alien spaceship. But then they stop doing that. They change their mind. They decide against it. And then they leave. To explain why the aliens had a change of heart when it came to these 2 when it's been ruthlessly taking everyone else out, the movie says, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, toots.
When the beam of light came down from the craft and it hit us, I got this, like, I don't know, download, like a telepathic connection. Why it spared us, that I don't know.
Oh great, you don't know.
Apparently, all of this was caused by AI.
The crafts were controlled by artificial intelligence.
And it's over now.
We are now getting reports from all over the globe saying the alien crafts are gone. Experts are baffled.
We are now receiving reports that this movie is over now, and so are we. We don't know how to end it, so stop asking us any questions. Also, experts are baffled, so that's pretty on brand for them because it's all they've been this entire time. I didn't realize this until the credits, but Matt Rife actually produced this movie, which means he probably had a direct hand in having someone say, you were right. You've been right this whole time. We should have listened to you sooner. Promise me when I'm gone that you'll sleep with my girlfriend. After this, I thought I was done with Matt Rife movies until my friend sent me another Matt Rife movie on Tubi. If I can even call them that at this point, these are not the actions of someone who wants me to thrive. Could I have stopped after Trapped In since it was the movie I meant to watch and there was more than enough material in there to make a whole video about? Yes. But now I had seen 2 of them and I started to wonder, did I just get unlucky? Or is every Matt Rife movie terrible? I had to watch this movie multiple times because the first time I watched it, I was trying not to throw up. Not because of how bad the movie is, but because I was drinking a couple glasses of Josh wine and immediately got so sick. So I don't recommend that wine and I don't recommend this movie. Guys, if I had $1 for every Matt Rife movie that starts with a guy recounting a traumatic event to his therapist who wears glasses and has plants behind him in order to remember more details about said traumatic event, then I would have $2. And I couldn't afford a carton of eggs. This guy is named Wayne, and he's actually not our main character. In fact, he's not in this movie at all, really. All the movie really wants us to know at this point is that Wayne is in a psych ward and has been since he was humiliated and bullied by a group of kids from his high school. Oh, and they also want us to know that he hit someone in the head with a food tray. I love that the sound effect sounds like he hit them with a concrete block, but when he tosses it down, it's the thinnest, flimsiest plastic. The main characters of this movie are actually the high schoolers who did this to Wayne. That's right, we get to spend the whole movie with the bad guys. Everyone in the friend group is an influencer or an aspiring one, so they're all trying to get to 500K on InstaTalk by doing things like this. The friend we follow the most is Julie. She's also maybe the least terrible of the group, even though her boyfriend had a direct hand in what happened to Wayne, and even though she has the biggest AirPods you've ever seen. Julie gets a moment on InstaTalk, which is like a timed video message that disappears after it's been played, and she's horrified to see her friend Albert getting annihilated. She starts freaking out and calls her friend Tabitha, who also got the moment, but seems a lot less worried about it.
Do you think it was real? It looked real. I don't know, but I'm freaking out. I'm coming over. Okay. Okay, I just gotta do one thing.
Dude, I'm losing my shit right now. I mean, that makes sense for you to be losing your shit because one of our best friends literally just got stabbed, so it would be weird if you had any other reaction. Albert, the friend who just got eradicated, was apparently an internet prankster, and I'm not saying that means he deserves what happened to him. I'm not saying that. Because Albert is known for doing some pretty over-the-top pranks, they don't really do anything about the fact that they saw this video. It takes them an entire day to even try and call him, and when Julie suggests it, her boyfriend acts like she's crazy.
Should we call him?
Call him?
Yeah, be serious.
This is an emergency. We need to call him.
Call him? It's 2021, okay? We don't call people unless it's a matter of life and death. And not even then, still. Matt Rife plays this guy, Darren, who is dating Tabitha, the hair-fixing girl, but consistently cheats on her with another member of the friend group. And they do really sexy things together, like eat berries on FaceTime.
I'm gonna cover you in chocolate sauce.
And then you're gonna lick it all off.
I'm sending you to college, baby.
You're sending him to college? That's actually very nice and supportive of you, wow. And then I'm gonna put a kiwi in your belly button. And then what are you gonna do? And then I'm gonna financially support you while you obtain higher education to avoid crippling debt via student loans. Oh my god, babe, you're so hot. Tabitha's dad is the same guy who plays the murderous brother in Curse of Wolf Mountain, which he directed. And he also directed this one where he plays a creepy, gross guy.
If you just need someone to talk to, I'm a pretty good listener, and my phone's always on. Yeah.
Julie's boyfriend thinks he sees Wayne one night, so he does some digging and finds out he's been released.
2 days ago, I hacked their site.
Just get your ass over to Skyjacks, okay?
Fine.
My mocha!
The movie really wants us to believe that Wayne is the one killing people off, but they don't do a very good job of convincing us. The only thing that makes it somewhat believable is how much damage he can deal with a styrofoam tray. During a heart-to-heart, Tabitha opens up to her boyfriend, Darren, Matt Rife, about her previous relationship.
Darren, I had this boyfriend when I moved here. We dated for a year before I found out he was f***ing half the school. It really messed me up.
Tabitha, okay, I would never, ever do anything like that.
Man, I sure hope this guy makes it. I sure am rooting for these characters so far. They get another video of one of their friends being annihilated, and the sheriff finally starts to do some investigating by going to see Wayne's psychiatrist and asking some hard-hitting investigative questions.
I'm just chasing down any lead that I can get.
And you haven't got any.
Doc, why are kids today so casual about telling the whole world, total strangers, what they're up to at any given moment?
Hey dude, you have to pay for a session just like anybody else. You can't just come in here pretending to investigate a murder and then start asking him about your incomprehension of the youth.
I mean, it all just seems to be so damn stupid.
I can stop you there, Sheriff.
Yeah, you should stop him there until he writes you a check or something. Damn. This is clearly one of those social media bad movies that was made by somebody who needed their kids' help to make their Facebook account. Which is fine, it's just funny to make your movie topic about something you aren't super familiar with. That's like if I made a movie about not being sick as fuck. After losing two of their nearest and dearest friends, everyone is obviously miserable. Lee in need of a pool party. I cannot make this up, guys. There is another pool party montage in another Matt Rife movie. That's 3 for 3 Matt Rife movies. That's all. If I had $1 for every time this happens and $1 for every time a guy opens up about his past trauma with the psychiatrist with the glasses and the plans behind him, then I would have $5. And I still couldn't afford a carton of eggs. The movie also seems to want us to believe that Beth, the girl Darren is cheating on his girlfriend with, is the reason he's cheating on his girlfriend, as if he's not actively making the choice to do so.
I care about you, okay? We've had a lot of fun, but I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know how much more obvious I could possibly be.
I don't know, man. Maybe by not going with her to her house? Maybe by not cheating on your girlfriend with her for all this time? For this whole time? I know I came over here and I started making out with you, and also some of our clothes are off, but I don't want to cheat on my girlfriend. Why would you possibly think that? They eventually explain what happened with Wayne to Tabitha because they still believe it's him doing this to their friends. The whole thing was live streamed and filmed with multiple cameras, including the ones held by Julie's boyfriend and Darren. Also, Matt Rife almost trips here twice. Please be careful, Matt. The ground is rife with shrubbery. Julie tries to get rid of Tabitha's suspicions that Darren is cheating on her by saying he would never do that because she's super hot.
He worships you. He's really vain and you're the hottest girl ever.
And as we all know, guys only cheat on ugly girls. And that's proven fact. After Darren ends his affair with Beth, is that an affair if you're not married? It's not a fair either way. After Darren ends it with Beth, she wants some kind of revenge, so she goes to Tabitha's house to do things with her father. Once again, Beth is a high schooler. Okay? So this is very weird and bad and gross. But then the killer shows up and then kills him. So that's good, but it's definitely a choice to be the director and cast yourself in a role where you get to make out with a woman half your age. Especially when, aside from this, the dad has nothing to do with the story. So for this scene, we're gonna be pretending to give any cash we might have in our wallets to the guy asking us for any cash we might have in our wallets. And to play this character, I've chosen me. Does this advance the plot in any way? Yes, it is an advance for me. The finale of this movie is like trying to open a pickle jar and then spinning in a circle and then starting to braid your hair. Because it's twist after twist after twist. We finally get the reveal that the killer has been this guy all along. You know, this guy that we all remember and haven't forgotten because he's had so little screen time. He says that it's to get them back for letting him take the fall for what happened to Wayne, but he's the one who literally orchestrated the whole thing and live streamed the whole thing to his audience, so I don't understand what he thought was gonna happen there. Except wait, we get another reveal that he has an accomplice who turns on him, sadly. And who is that accomplice? It's Tabitha, and her motivation is that she knew this entire time that Darren was cheating on her and thought that the friend group was lying to her about it, which they were, except for Julie. At some point in all this chaos, Wayne finds Julie to try and warn her about the killer. Not the best timing, Wayne. There's been some signs, and she's scared at first, but she has the realization that it's not Wayne doing this to them, just in time for her dumbass boyfriend to burst through the door and kill Wayne. No! They made his life miserable, and then you have him die at the hands of the guy who did the life miserabling. And what's even worse is that the only two people to survive after defeating Tabitha are Julie and her dumbass boyfriend. That's right, Jeremy makes it out of this alive. Isn't that amazing news? Doesn't that feel right and good and balanced and balanced? They even get a happy romantic ending scene together. Your boyfriend is a murderer. The movie ends with Julie deleting her social media and giving up on the influencer lifestyle because she's realized that social media is bad now.
It can kind of just take over your world until you don't recognize the person in your own selfies.
That's actually really messed up, guys. She can't even recognize her selfie. So she sets her phone down, joins hands with her only surviving friend, and gallops into heaven, into a light bulb, perhaps. I don't know why it's so overexposed here. Maybe it's to signify how bright life is after all of your closest friends are dead. They have another twist that the psychiatrist was actually the one behind all of it, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck, okay? You can't have any more twists. You're in twist timeout. Do not twist it. Just kidding. I have to tap out here. It's about an old comedian meeting a young comedian who's also a Matt Rife and also is a vampire, and he has a terrible accent the whole time.
I am Ethan Barr, and I am a vampire. Welcome to my home.
It's incredible.
Enthralled. You both could make it.
and it's really bad. And I tried to watch it after Deathlink, and I was so sick from the Josh Wine and so sick of watching Matt Rife movies, and I had to give up, and that's okay. I know my limits, and it happens to be 3 push-ups, 3 glasses of Josh Wine, and 3 terrible Matt Rife movies. Okay, technically 4.5 movies, because I actually did finish the Don't Suck movie, and then I also watched half of a movie he was in called The Elevator, where Eric Roberts is his dad and he's trapped in an elevator, and his wife, who's Matt Rife's mom, is the same age as Matt Rife. And they were so bad that I can't let you think I didn't actually watch those. I need somebody to know that I did that. His dad is only trapped in the elevator for a few hours. He starts writing a letter to his family.
By the time you find this letter, I'm not sure if I'll still be here.
So now you know that information, and I don't feel any better still. So I'm gonna call it there, guys. This was a little bit longer of a video than I'm used to making, so let me know if that's cool with you or if you hated it. Actually, don't tell me if you hated it, because I can't regulate my emotions well enough to move past that kind of feedback. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my videos out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. I don't want to talk about this. I know how dead my hair looks. This is my real hair, and I decided to bleach it over the weekend, and I'm surrounded by yes people who never try and talk me down, and now it's dead. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. You may notice there's more of a distance between us than usual. That's because this is the new camera, the one with 4K, and for my mental well-being, I need to be as far away from you as possible. I usually do my videos on one or more content creators that are pretty well known and are doing something particularly noteworthy, but today we're gonna be looking at more of a TikTok category. I don't have children, I have younger siblings, and my older sister has 8 kids with 1 on the way, so she's had more than enough for both of us. I do not need to procreate. But needless to say, I have babysat plenty of times and been around parents long enough to understand what kind of content is usually deemed appropriate for them to watch. Now, you do have to be 13 to make a TikTok account, but as someone who just turned 98 as of my last Facebook birthday, I think we both know that that doesn't really matter. I liked how we did last week's video, where I took y'all along with me as I went through people's videos, as opposed to doing all my research and then writing my notes. So we're gonna do that again this week and hop into the rabbit hole together. I don't even know it. You know it. To the stage. Throw it. Throwing that ass for days. We're going up, down. I ain't got no problem spending all my money. I don't know the words. This is the first video I pulled up to watch on their account. This page is called Tito Lizardo, and I just want to point out how unassuming it looks. The characters remind me of that app with the cat that had cameras in its eyes that was spying on people. I think it was Angela. Cute, colorful, animated characters, and their original song is linked in their bio, which is on YouTube Kids. And the chapters, or whatever you call these new series things on TikTok, are titled stuff like having fun and friendship, which ironically is exactly what people say to me when I ask if we're a thing or not. All that to say, at first glance, this account is obviously for kids. So then what the f is this? Throw it, throwing that ass. I can't even tell what this character is. Like, this one is obviously a cat, and this one looks like a dinosaur with veneers and an inflated latex glove for hair. Do I know vowels? Do you know vowels? You're a cat. Why is there a smirk emoji here? Do you know vowels? And yes, that's my best attempt at a smirk. Hey, you come here often? You know vowels? Yeah, you do. What the fuck? My camera died here, and I only have 1 battery, so I ended up waiting for hours
for it to recharge. And I ended up eating dinner and doing 3 loads of laundry because I have ADHD. It's hours later. Okay, so I went to their YouTube channel and the music they released is in Spanish, so that might explain why they use the music that they use. But it doesn't really explain the animated ass groping between the two characters. You get the idea though, their whole page is just them doing TikTok dances to popular sounds and using hashtags to make sure they reach their target audience. If you've seen one, you've seen them all, except you haven't seen them all. Thankfully. I probably have, because I have to screen record all these and scroll to the bottom of the page. Their page led me to this one, which is mostly a toy review channel, except almost every video is an ad read.
See this fun video? Well, what if I told you we could make it better with the Funimate app?
Actually, they're not ad reads. You know how in toy commercials or websites targeted towards kids, they'll have some kind of disclaimer like ask a parent for help or make sure to have a parent or a legal guardian around when downloading this app or going to this website. Fuck that. What is this? The Middle Ages? No, we're gonna show the kids step by step how to download and then make purchases within the app.
I want a new doll!
Well, I've got just the app for that. First you click on shop.
Let's find the doll! I want this one! Let's see what it looks like in real life.
We do this by pressing grab AR. It looks like so much fun, let's buy it. We do that by pressing view details and then just buy product.
So they can do it by themselves, no supervision needed.
So Gabby's sitting just right there. We're gonna prank her.
Oh my god, are those string lights? You couldn't like throw them at her. You have to incorporate them in a way that makes them scary because they're not exactly menacing on their own. Like who's gonna react to LED lights just laying on the floor like this? So it's a 2-bed, 2-bath. The roof was just redone. I think it would fit your family perfect. It seems perfect. How quickly can we close? Oh, soon, very soon. Just one tiny thing I have to disclose. The previous owner did die in the house. This room, to be more specific. That's not a problem. I'm not worried about that. Perfect. I'll start the paperwork now. What was that? What was what? Never mind. Just curious though. Was it old age or? Oh yes. Yeah. He was definitely old when it happened. Yeah. There it is again. What is that? Anyway, so I'll get that offer in tonight and I'll talk to you. What? Where are you going? Oh no, I just have another appointment to get to, but I will see you tomorrow. Maybe. No, you can't just leave me here. What? Oh God!
It's time to prank my girlfriend with the legendary poo prank with not one, but 2 poos! So, all we need for this is 2 of these disgusting poos, some barbecue sauce, and let's not forget about the toilet. We'll start by placing the first poo on the toilet because we didn't make it. Then the second poo is gonna go open this door. To make it extra realistic, we have to put barbecue sauce everywhere.
Yeah, it was really important to put the barbecue sauce on there. They didn't look gross enough on their own. Oh my God, he smudges it everywhere. What is it with TikTokers and putting disgusting shit on toilets? In this case, literally.
Now we just leave a disgusting handprint. It's ready. Now let's call her in. Gabby, come here. I didn't make it to the toilet.
What is this? It's here as well!
This is bad. I'm definitely putting a warning on this one. I should have put a warning on my last video with the toilet TikTok, but I didn't think to, I'm sorry. Definitely gonna put one on here though, because this actually made me nauseous. This is just so much worse, in my opinion.
Gabby, come here, I didn't make it to the toilet!
This is a pointless critique, but who comes running like this to the words, babe, I didn't make it to the toilet? And what do you want me to do about it? You're on your own. I'm not going in there. I might throw cleaning supplies at you from across the room before I leave, but that's only if I'm feeling generous that day.
Oh, no!
This laugh sound from TikTok, this one, triggers my fight or flight response. Every time I hear it, my entire body winces in emotional pain. You can always tell how unfunny a TikTok is gonna be when you hear this sound.
So my girlfriend's been really sad lately, and I wanted to do something extraordinary for her, and it's right behind this door. But before I show you what's behind the door, let's go get her so we can see what's behind the door together. And so I grabbed her hand and led her to the stairway up to the door. All she had to do was climb.
Gabby, be careful! There's LED lights on the stairs. No wonder she's been sad. She lives in constant terror.
Across the hallway, and there she was, right in front of the door.
I love the camera angle changes. It doesn't break my immersion at all. Okay, Gabby, open this door. There's a surprise for you behind
For
this
me?
door, okay? Okay, wait, let me open the door so that I can get a shot of your first real reaction.
Sure, yeah.
Okay?
I just saw everything in there.
What do you mean?
I mean, I just saw everything in the surprise. I just saw the surprise.
Yeah, Gabby, you help me set it up. Now get in there and act like our relationship was perfect for clout. It's just strange to me how literally anyone can up and decide they want to make content for kids online. Most of the people I make my videos on do have a younger audience, but these people are actually marketing themselves exclusively to children. Like, they aren't making content that can be argued that it's for any other audience.
What is she doing? Gabby, what are you doing?
Just listen to some music!
Which headphones are you using to listen to the music?
These ones!
The white ones? Try the black ones. They're magical and they change your voice. Here.
I want to sound like Charlie D'Amelio!
Good morning, it's Charlie, and I decided I'm going to be vlogging today.
You want headphones that sound so good that they make you sound like anything you want? Go on our profile and click this link here. And use code 15GabbyFay to get an incredible discount.
There's definitely a disconnect, I think, between the older generations and these newer social media apps like TikTok. My parents are technically baby boomers, and they had my little brother when they were in their 50s. So it'll be hard sometimes for them to see like animated characters and cutesy animals and see anything other than something that's been made for kids. I have another brother who is one of the most reckless, irresponsible people I know, and he has a TikTok account. The thought that he could tomorrow decide that he's gonna start making content towards kids and make money off of it is a nightmare. I'm not saying he would do anything creepy, but would he teach a bunch of 9-year-olds how to make a firework out of a red Solo cup and a tampon? Yeah. Yes, he would. Should he be able to do that? Probably not. I can't handle watching any more of this stuff today, so I'm gonna call it there. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, my name is Disney Channel and you're watching ChadChad. A twinge of cringe. A few months ago I made the mistake of watching this show. It was hard to get through and I was hard through and through, but I thought that was it. I thought it was over. I thought I would never have to go through anything like that ever again. But then you guys started tagging me in this.
Don't say a word.
Where is she?
Hold on to me.
And that made me realize I haven't winced from cringe lately. I've been feeling a little too happy, and that's a problem we need to fix. So let's make like a van and go. I have some predictions. There probably is gonna be some kind of bond like there was in My Forbidden Alpha where they're like intertwined somehow. There's something magical drawing them together. They have some kind of string that's connecting them on a fate basis. There's gonna be two guys who are both attracted to the main character and they're gonna get in a fight, but probably just like one punch and then everything will be fine. It's probably gonna end with a wedding. I hope not, because I think he's a professor and she's a student again, and that's really weird. Is he a wolf or is he just a professor? That's another prediction, is werewolves. Is he a wolf professor? A wolfessor? I guess we gotta find out. Green screen maybe? Originally, I was just gonna have this video be my initial reaction, but after a few scenes, I noticed that this show makes no sense.
You know, you really are a troublemaker.
So I'm here to explain. Starting out, we meet our main character, Chloe. Chloe is a normal, average girl who is also a human. Did I mention that she's human? Because she is. She's definitely a human. An important thing to note about Chloe is that basically everyone hates her and is super mean to her, and also that she's human. The first scene is Chloe's mom drugging her and trying to sell her to some guy for money. just mother-daughter things.
I just can't believe my mom tried to sell me for money.
How did I not guess my parents sold me for money? How did I not guess that? That should have been top of the list, man. What is this, amateur hour? I can't believe my mom sold me for money to One Direction. This sucks. I hate this. While she's running away, we meet our love interest, Adrian. Adrian is very sexy and does very sexy things like stand in the doorway and be on the phone. We learn immediately that he is a werewolf. Not only that, but he is the alpha of a pack I can't currently remember the name of, probably Luna or Omega or Ligma. Chloe runs to Adrian while trying to escape and while being obviously distressed, so he tries to calm her down by grabbing her by the shoulders and going, calm down, relax, relax.
Calm down. You don't know what's going on.
I always feel very safe when someone is holding my arms back and not letting me get up when I'm trying to get up. It's very safe. Very comforting. She also bites his hand and he has the epiphany that they're fated mates. That or he just really likes it.
No way.
He was way too excited about that. No way. You just bit me? That's so sick. Can you do it again? The next day, her mom reveals that she's dating Adrian's father, Lucius, which means that they're gonna be step-siblings?
Adrian is going to be your stepbrother. What?
What are you doing?
He's a professor and her stepbrother? Mento is shocked. The show makes very sure we remember they're gonna be step-siblings by constantly saying it out loud even when the situation doesn't need it.
I'm not interested in some step-sibling thing.
Listen, future stepbrother.
I'm sure she will like her brother.
You don't want to be my brother.
Adrian is your stepbrother.
Hey guys, just a quick reminder that these two are basically gonna be related, so just keep that in mind while you watch them tongue each other, okay? Her and her mom never talk about what happened the night before, ever again, by the way. They never acknowledge the fact that she drugged her daughter and tried to sell her to someone. They just never mention it. Thanks to the bite on his wrist, Chloe remembers that he's the guy who saved her last night, and he says this.
Listen, I didn't see anything. Unless, of course, you wanted me to.
Sir, she is a victim. She was running for her life and you're trying to flirt with her over it? Oh my god, thank you for saving me from this burning building, sir. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you want to hang out right now? Yeah, you want to go back to your place? My place is on fire. Throughout the whole show, for some reason, Adrian is convinced that Chloe is trying to seduce him and accuses her of it constantly, even though she's doing nothing like that.
Stop trying to seduce me.
I'm not.
Good.
My guy, she was drugged. She was on drugs. Her mom drugged her. The guy already sucks. He's already the worst. And I do not care about him at all. He also refers to their connection as if she would have any idea what he's talking about.
Listen up. I don't care who you are or what kind of connection we have, but you need to keep your distance.
But she doesn't. He is the werewolf. He is the only one who got the hand bond zap thingy. She doesn't even know that werewolves exist yet. Like I said, because Chloe is the main character, she has bullies and they are relentlessly clever and hit her with sick burns like,
She'll just wipe it off. Frickin' maniac.
Frickin' maniac. You're a frickin' maniac. But then we realize not only is Adrian an alpha, a werewolf, and her brother, but he's also her professor.
Professor. Wait, he's the new professor?
What? He's her new professor? What are the chances? Professor Alpha Brother Wolf. This show is truly like they just filled a hat with tropes and then pulled out a handful of them. You don't have to do that. Tropes are like drugs. Just because you can do them all at once, technically, doesn't mean you should.
Here. It's for my mom.
Take it back.
What?
Chloe's mom gives her a lunchbox to give to Adrian because his dad is super rich and she's trying to lock that down. And he once again accuses her of trying to seduce him because she gave him a sandwich.
You're way too obvious. You'll never be my mate.
It must be super awkward when he goes to a Subway.
Listen, future stepbrother.
Oh my god. I have to pay to keep watching? Or I can watch 5 ads. Okay, I'm spending real money on this now. To prove to Adrian that she's not trying to seduce him, she tries to seduce him.
Maybe I need to show you what seduction really is.
What are you doing?
And to get her back for trying to seduce him, he seduces her too.
I warned you.
Ew.
Good girl. Now it's my turn.
After this, we get the iconic scene where the bullies switch the bathroom signs to try and frame Chloe as being a slut for being in the boys' bathroom. Very slutty thing to do. Bathrooms are very slutty. What are you doing? Pooping in there? Okay. Whore.
This happens to be the men's room.
No, it's the women's room.
Hold on to me.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Chloe. Stop! This is where it starts to feel like the script was written by AI because Adrian says the same line at least 3 times.
Is there a reason you're in the men's dressing room? Is there a reason you and your friends want to watch me shower? Would you like to explain why you and your friends are in the men's shower?
And then the bully shakes her fist and says, "We will see Chloe."
We will see Chloe.
Which I think is supposed to be a threat, but it just comes across as a weird way of saying see you later. I will catch you on the flip side. We will see you after a while, crocodile. Back home with the family, they have a normal, natural conversation.
I never thought Adrian could be Chloe's professor. I heard he stole all the girls' hearts.
Chloe is so adorable.
Thanks, Uncle Lucius.
They're gonna be family.
You can tell that they're rich because their spaghetti is in a really small pile, very organized little pile. That means you have a lot of money. And they have an olive on the top of the little pile. That means you're even more rich. Chloe lifts up her leg under the table for an undisclosed reason, and then Adrian grabs it and won't let go. Is this supposed to be a sexy thing that's happening right now? Unsatisfied with their attempt to embarrass Chloe yesterday, the bullies write more stuff on the whiteboard. I love Adrian, such a bitch dirty whore. What the hell? Why are there so many dry erase markers on this board? And Chloe tries to get Adrian to team up with her to keep their parents from getting married.
If our parents knew about this, they would never get married. You want the same thing, right? What do you say, Professor Adrian? You want to team up with me?
Maybe you need to take a look at these books again, because you're not as smart as you think you are.
The bully shows up after this and is mad again. I don't know why. Her motives are as non-existent as Chloe's personality outside of being rescued. She pushes Chloe down the stairs, which is basically attempted homicide. But don't worry, she gets a final warning from Professor Adrian and this never happens again. Just kidding, this happens many more times.
Damn it. Consider this a final warning. Now, get out of my sight!
His eyes just changed color for a second.
After this, Professor Adrian carries her home because her foot is messed up, and then they start making out on the couch so that their parents will see and realize that it would be inappropriate for them to get married. Except their parents are not there and can't see them, so they're actually just making out in private. Okay, they're kissing. They're making out.
No, you're the one giving up.
Why does he talk like that?
No, you're the one giving up.
This is where Adrian starts to act up a bit more. He'll ask her questions about being a mate or talk about how she's his mate.
Do you know what being a mate means?
What?
Ew, what?
You have your rules, and I have mine. I want my mate to be elegant and loyal. Got it?
But they still have never talked about the fact that he's a werewolf or that they have some kind of magical bond. So from Chloe's POV, he's just talking like a very friendly British man. He keeps accusing her of trying to seduce him or manipulate him somehow, and she's just existing, really.
Adrian, this is too fast.
Stop manipulating me.
He's kind of the worst person to ever exist. I kind of hate him with my entire being. It gets to the point that he is genuinely being a horrible person to her. Sorry, a horrible werewolf to her.
Professor, I'm so sorry to bother you, but the water heater in my room is broken and the water is freezing.
You can't come in, Chloe.
She didn't ask to come in, you fuck.
I don't know what kind of game you're trying to play, but I'm not having it.
She's just asking you to fix the shower. Sometimes the conversations are so awkward and make such little sense that it's like each person is having a completely separate conversation that we just can't hear. It's like the script was a Mad Libs book.
I just got a little bit scared. I didn't mean to worry you.
Adrian is your stepbrother. That's not funny.
Anyway, get up.
Anyway, get up. This was definitely written by AI. Even the AI is done with this story. The bullies up their game and hire people to attack Chloe while she's alone at school, and they do, verbally and physically.
She's so beautiful. Too pale though.
Okay, Jesus, why are they roasting her? Yeah, we're here to kill you, but first, we're gonna roast the shit out of you.
Who sent you? This is a crime!
I'm glad she clarified that this is illegal to the people doing the illegal act. If you haven't tried that in real life, you should, because that actually deters the crime from happening. But thanks to their bond, Adrian knows something is amiss and swoops in to save her again.
What the hell?
Which one of you do you want me to start with first? The one who looked at her, or the ones that put hands on her?
They use the same sound effects that I do. It's so realistic. Which one do I start with first? He has this sweet habit of calling Chloe a troublemaker or getting mad at her anytime something bad happens.
Do you think just because of our bond that I'll always be here to save you?
Okay, she just got attacked and he is screaming in her face. He's angry with her because she got attacked by 2 men. How is any of this her fault? These are contract killers. She's being targeted. She is a victim. Someone needs to help her.
It's okay to cry. But
it's okay to cry. But not now, though. You're really annoying. Aww, how sweet. He's the worst. I hate him.
I'm sorry. I just wanted you to stop crying.
Excuse you? She even apologizes to him after this, I'm assuming for being attacked by 2 men, as she should. What was she thinking? Did she even try telling them what they were doing was illegal?
This is a crime!
She spends the night in Adrian's room after this traumatic event that was her fault, and then her mom walks in on them. And even though their whole plan was to get caught by their parents doing something inappropriate so that they could stop their marriage, she hides under the covers and pretends to be a random girl.
Oh my gosh!
Don't slow down. It's okay.
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but Chloe's been missing from her room all night. You're her professor, Adrian, so I thought you might know something.
What is happening?
No, I don't.
What the fuck? What the fuck, guys?
Nice to meet you, miss.
What the fuck? Adrian gets hurt doing wolf things off camera. We don't get to see that. Don't worry about it. And Chloe has to patch him up.
I'm the one that's in charge. Got it?
If you want to be in charge so bad, I can think of a few ideas.
You couldn't do another take? You had to keep that one?
I can think of a few ideas.
He is too injured to be horny right now. You can almost see his heart.
You can't resist me right now, can you?
Can you guys just kiss each other and you both want to kiss each other? Would that be cool? Someone should write a story where both people just love each other and want to kiss. I think that would be really cool.
Stay right where you are.
She's gonna go get a ball gag. He's bleeding from the chest and she grabs whips and chains. He died. They fall asleep in the same bed again and Adrian has some werewolf nightmares. I also mount people when I have a nightmare.
Adrian! Adrian! What's happening?
It's just wide mouth screaming in her face. She looks genuinely terrified. The face of love. It's a beautiful thing. This whole time, Adrian has been really confused on how they have a mate bond when Chloe is a human. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention, Chloe is a human. I forgot to mention that, but she is. So when he notices this bracelet on her wrist, he recognizes that it has magical properties and accuses her of using witchcraft to make him fall in love with her.
Wolves and humans can't form bonds unless there's magic involved. You fooled me, Chloe.
So this is why I'm attracted to my student. I mean my sister.
Chloe, you've angered an alpha.
Oh no. She's angered an alpha. No, don't anger an alpha. You're too sexy. Because of this, he starts being somehow even more of a jerk to Chloe, and we get to meet the other love interest, Declan, who treats her with basic respect and therefore is not in-game.
Come on, I'll talk to the dean. You need to get some rest right now.
Let's go.
Declan is so nice. Why are we supposed to like the other guy? I hope she ends up with Declan. The bullies attack Chloe again. Can we maybe get a restraining order? A school transfer? This isn't light bullying. They hired people with knives to attack her. Why is no one taking this seriously? How was school, honey? It was okay. There was only one attempt on my life. That's great, hun. Go do your homework. Adrian can sense she's in danger, but because of the bracelet, he doesn't care anymore.
I won't be fooled anymore.
But the last time this happened, she was getting attacked by two guys. Oh, he still knows she's about to get attacked. He just doesn't care anymore because she had that bracelet or whatever. So now if she gets attacked by somebody, he doesn't care anymore.
Don't be naive. Professor Adrian wants nothing more than to see you in pain.
I warned you.
He still came. Thank God.
I'm sorry I'm late. I thought it was another trick.
Why do they put their jackets on them like they're outside in the rain? When something traumatic happens, they just put their jacket on them for no reason.
You thought that I lied to you, so you were going to let her hurt me.
He was.
Chloe, that's not true. I would never let anyone.
He was gonna do that. They only kiss when she's crying. They only kiss when she's distraught. Very healthy relationship. Chloe's mom announces that she is pregnant, and Chloe tries to explain to her why she can't marry Adrian's dad because they've been kissing on the mouth a lot.
I'm telling you right now, you cannot get married. Why?
There's so many slaps in this show. For some reason, Adrian tells her mom that Chloe has been flirting with him. I don't know why. They don't show this happening, and they don't explain clearly why he would do this.
What, you told her that I was just some horrible slut?
That's not the point, Chloe.
That's not the point, Chloe. I mean, you are. But that's not the point. Despite their efforts, their parents do get married, and we find out that Chloe's best friend, the only person at school not actively trying to kill her, is a witch dedicated to protecting her.
What's wrong? Tell me. Even though I don't understand, my witch instincts tell me that you're the person that I'm meant to protect for life.
She's a witch. And that the bracelet she gave her was actually a protection spell. Except what was it protecting her from, Mia? Not from being drugged, not from bullies, not from men with knives. You might want to find a new profession. This is not very B.O.B. of you. You do not got the magic in you.
Come on. This would be smarter than that. Yeah.
This is a situation where it would be appropriate to offer your jacket. Do you see how she has goosebumps on her arms?
I actually ran into your mother today.
You're at her mother's wedding.
She was in a pretty good mood, actually.
But she just got married.
Will you come with me as, what are you doing, Declan?
Oh my God, fuck off, Adrian. Okay, I've spent $40 watching this show now. $40. 50 minutes probably. For $40. That's more than it would cost for me to go see a movie in theaters and buy a large popcorn in the Dune bucket. Unfortunately, there is a scene where Chloe is in heat. The writers seem to think that being in heat means you just get really sweaty and generally feel warm.
I'm just so hot. It's really uncomfortable.
What? You're a human. You don't go into heat.
I'm going crazy for Adrian.
And Adrian tries to help by explaining that it's just a wolf thing. But she's a human, right? If she's a human and this is a wolf thing, then how is this perfectly normal? Did you guys just forget the entire conflict of your show midway through?
It's a wolf thing. It's perfectly normal. I just don't want to see you suffer.
Chloe starts dating Declan to try and make Adrian jealous, and it works because he is the worst.
You're shy. You should bring him back here sometime. Lucius and I won't mind.
Maybe next time.
I love this ominous music that they have play every time he comes on the screen. He is the villain of this story. Oh my God. He's a stalker. My camera stopped filming because I ran out of space, and I realized that the screen recordings I'm taking of the show are blanked out. They have something in the code to blank out a screen recording, even though I've paid $40 to watch this. I own this show. If I've spent $40 to watch your show, I should be able to screen record whatever the hell I want. At this point, I had been watching the show for a very long time and still had 30 episodes left, so I skipped to the end, and we're just gonna have to speedrun everything that we missed. Chloe's mom drugs her again, and Declan, we love Declan, tries to help her in an actually nice way, so obviously Adrian punches the shit out of him. Adrian's dad is brutally murdered by werewolves and he doesn't try and help, he just stands there. Evil werewolves capture Chloe and use her as bait to capture Adrian because he's an alpha, and then we find out that Chloe's mom was using Adrian's dad and has actually been dating the evil werewolf guy and is pregnant with his child. Then he kills her because he's evil and a villain, and that's just what evil villains do. Chloe and her witch friend Mia defeat the bad guy somehow, and amidst celebrations, Adrian proposes to her.
This is the most happiest day of my life. Will you solemnly swear to be my wife?
Oh my god, I'm so glad she's marrying her stepbrother. This is the most happiest day of my life. They're getting married in a stairwell, so that's romantic. Who the hell is that? Chloe's long-lost father shows up at the wedding and turns out he's an alpha? Wait, so Chloe's not a human? Who could have foreseen this?
That's Alpha James. My goodness. Our future Luna is his daughter?
So she's not a human?
I am indeed the Alpha. Frost Fang's pack. I abandoned the pack. I betrayed the pack.
Oh my god, what is this guy yapping about? Just hurry up. And the reason Chloe didn't know any of this about herself is because her dad put a spell on her to make her forget her werewolfness. Subtitle just says spell, like a command. Okay. E-L.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me, my alpha.
And then they all lived happily ever alpha. I found the TikTok account of one of the actors. She seems really sweet, but this was apparently filmed over the course of 8 days.
I got some questions about Forbidden Desire Alpha's Love. It was filmed in January, beginning of January. It was shot over 8 days total. My parts were shot over 2 days.
So I guess that explains why they didn't have time for second takes. It was also filmed in January of this year, so it didn't take long for them to edit this either.
Are Chloe and Professor Adrian together in real life? No, they're not. They both have long-term partners. They just have really good chemistry because they're good actors.
Adrian, what's happening?
I'm still just a little bitter at the fact that I spent about $50 on approximately 1.5 hours of content that was probably written by AI. I genuinely believe I could write a better love story if I was blindfolded and upside down and asleep and dead. Okay, so I just downloaded a random word generator on my iPad. Can you see that? And I'm gonna write a love story right now. I haven't scripted anything yet using these words. So first off, we have bobsled. Okay, so ski resort, snow, that's romantic. Let's do another one. Violin, also romantic. Little music by the fire. This is good. Okay, we're getting set up, a good setup. Saliva, I can work with that. Hoop. I should write these down probably. Let me do like 3 more. Brain, eraser. This is getting too complicated. I think we need, okay, we're almost done. Blinds. That's it. That's all I need. Okay, before we start, I'm gonna need $50, please. Wow, what a beautiful day this is to go bobsledding in the snow at this ski resort that I'm at right now. I'm a young woman, a very pretty one at that. Oh no! Oh me, oh my, I've lost my hoop earring. Oh no. Looking for this? Oh my god, you found it. Thank you, gingerbread man. He's a gingerbread man. Of course, no problem. My gingerbread brain is always forgetting things, like pencils and erasers. Wow, you know, you strike me as the kind of gingerbread man who plays the violin. I do play the violin, thank you for noticing. Actually, my room that I'm staying in has blinds that close. What a coincidence. I have saliva in my mouth that can be put into your mouth if you would like that. I would like that. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.